It's always something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had that a lot lately when I am about to stream something that it just kind of does that the first time.
Mikhail,
Hmm?
I forget. It's okay if we cuss, right?
Yes, I guess. I mean, you're on an airbase, right?
No, I meant for the stream.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what little tags you put on it.
No, we're adults.
Yeah.
I curse a lot.
Like a sailor?
Yeah.
You're in the wrong branch.
I curse like a mechanic. Which
I
works
don't
out
know
well
how-
for Legati.
How do they curse? I don't even know. All right. Let's go then. We are live with Delta Green. We are live with PX Poker Night tonight, which is a lovely little scenario. Delta Green is a game of modern cosmic horror, and this is our first one shot for November on this channel. So every Saturday there will be a news. I think it's every Saturday, right, B?
Yeah, we're going to be playing Minecraft for the one that we lost the game, but it'll still be
fair
a
enough.
one shot for the time being.
Right. Yeah, so we start with Delta Green tonight, and then do you remember the schedule properly, B?
Chris is hosting next weekend for Alien, and
Also
then
a lovely
Minecraft for the 20th, and then Torg Eternity set in Aurora for the 27th end of the month.
Hosted by B, I believe,
Yeah, that is correct.
who is our resident Torg game master. It's an excellent game. If you haven't tried it and are curious about it, you should definitely watch that. You should also watch the Alien and the Minecraft, because it's all good. Alien is also a wonderful, wonderful horror game where your character dies miserably. I think I lost 2 characters out of 3 in that finale that we had a while back. That was intense.
we went pretty hard.
We did, but that's what you're supposed to do in Alien.
I've been trying
And-
to pass on a couple pointers to people, like use the command skill. It's not just a social combat skill.
Exactly. Anyway, before we dive into this scenario tonight, this will be rated R, I believe we're at, because
Hard R.
Yes,
NC-17?
Yeah.
exactly.
No, Rook, we're not going that far. I hope.
The
And,
love of God, man.
And
That's
it
a lot.
is, you should, as an audience, this is a horror game, so you should be aware that there might be scenes of terrible things happening to characters and NPCs alike. Delta Green, mind-bending horror, physical horror. People can get torn to shreds, lose their minds completely to the horrors they see and cannot unsee. So if you need to take a break and step away from the stream or pause if you're watching it on YouTube later, feel free to do so. This is a scary game. It's supposed to be. But without further ado, let's introduce you to this lovely table of players that we have here, and I'll start with Sin, actually, because you are on the top left of the overlay.
Oh, goody. I am Cincinnatus, and I will be playing Lieutenant O'Shea.
Indeed. And then we have Corporal Price.
Hi, I am Rook. I will be playing Corporal Price, our resident MP.
Indeed. And then we have Bill.
Howdy, folks. My name's Bill, and I kind of wish I came up with a cooler name for this whole thing. But tonight I will be playing the role of Frank Long, Staff Sergeant, resident medic, and first responder. Also might have a penchant for giving a hot foot or two, but we'll see.
We'll see. And B.
And I'm Michael B. Berthium. I'll be playing Airman Tommy Ligotti of the generally of the motor pool and mechanic unit.
Indeed.
I like to smoke. I like to swear. I'm a mechanic. That's all she wrote. Really, honest.
Mm-hmm.
Honest and true.
Honest and true. And the overlays have, as always, been provided by Hellhack Productions. And a stellar job it is. Anyway, let's dive into it, shall we? You are all serving at Platte Air Force Base in Nebraska. And this is not really a place anyone wants to serve at, to be honest. There's no glory here. This is, in fact, the last stop before dishonorable discharge. Anyone who ends up here has either done something absolutely terrible, but there was not enough evidence to be convicted in a military court, or they pissed off the wrong people who has a lot of influence and wanted to see them gone and destroy their careers in some kind of petty way, because that happens in all big organizations. I would say that the ratio between the two categories is about 80% the first one and 20% the latter, which is maybe not always so good for the latter, because they tend to be nicer people, I guess, and they're just stuck out here with career in limbo, career on hold. The plains around you, it's boring here. It's really far away to the nearest civilian town. The only way to get there is to get a weekend pass from your Major Sprague, who is slowly but surely drinking as much as he can when nobody else is looking, as clear from his ever redder nose. And yeah, what is there to do in this place, really, aside from your duty, if you will? Not much. Every weekend, Saturday night, I should say, there is, in fact, poker game in the... It's supposed to be in the post office, but it's not. It's in the NCO's office. And by office, yeah, I'll go over the base and tell you all about the layout and so on in a moment. But that's the one time in the week where you can kind of get back at your superiors, because at the table, rank doesn't matter. Which means that you could, for instance, fleece Major Sprague and get away with it without getting some kind of bad duty roster afterwards, some boring duty to perform. Which means that the worst penalty you can get here really is to be set on guard duty in the guard booth, where there's almost never any traffic, on poker night. Nobody wants that. We'll see who gets put there tonight. Other than that, let me go over the... I should say, there are some things, some wandering legends around here that people talk about, except for Major Sprague, who just gets really grumpy if anyone talks about it, because it's bad for discipline. And that's are the legends about the floating lights in the sky, orange, yellow, blues. People around here, farmers, say there are things floating around there. They probably have an active imagination. This is an air base. They probably just see the flights coming into you guys, though they are few and far between, those flights. So, and that's because, of course, this airbase is a graveyard for airplanes. This is where airplanes go to die. They fly them in. They the airplanes in question get taken care of by Ligotti and the others in the mechanics pool. You make sure to pump out all the remaining fuel, which is stored in storage tanks. You strip it of anything that can be salvaged and of use for aircraft that are still in active duty. And then they're shipped off to the graveyard. And that's basically it. That's your job here. But that doesn't happen very often. So there's very little traffic to this place. Almost nobody comes here by road. Almost nobody flies in by airplane. So the weeks go by, and most of you are bored out of your minds. Let's go over the actual features of the map, just to show you what this place looks like. So you have the map in Roll20, and the key code there. If you go to the far south, you'll find number 1. That is, in fact, the booth for the soldier on guard duty by the entrance to the airbase. It's a very simple affair. It's a guard shack. During the day, there is 1 airman manning it. During the night, there's 2. And usually there will be 2 only if Major Sprague wants to punish someone with boredom. In that guard shack, there will always be a rifle with a basic load of 10 magazines and a pistol with 3 for each airman assigned to that place. And it's really just 4 concrete walls, a door, and a phone to call into the base. That's it. Price is used to spending a lot of time there during daytimes. Though technically you're also supposed to keep your colleagues out of trouble here, which is something that you have to do every once in a while, particularly with Smith. We'll get back to him. He's a bit of a hotspur. If we go back up to the center of the map, if you will, the numbers 2, 3, and 4, you will there find the administration offices. That's where Major Sprague has his office. That's where he sits all day long. It is also where, unfortunately, Lieutenant O'Shea has to spend her time day in and day out, which, given her, shall we say, passions, is probably as bad as a prison sentence, sitting behind an office. But there you are, together with Sergeant Bach, the tech sergeant, and Airman Dunsany. Dunsany, of course, being infamous in the base as someone who is a complete jerk. She has that way of saying yes sir or yes ma'am and turn it into a fuck you. As close as possible to not being, to, you know, stay away from insubordination. Nobody likes her. Yeah, so that's the nice atmosphere there. I guess O'Shea might get along with Bach. He's a reasonable fellow. If we go on to number 3, that is in fact... Oh, I should say with a bit about the administration offices too, that there is the base weapons lockers there. There are not a whole lot of weapons on this airbase because you don't really need them that much. You're in the back end of the universe. What could happen here?
Which building's the lockup?
Number 2.
Administration and the armory.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really, they just keep weapons here because it's regulation, and that's about it. No personnel are permitted to have weapons in their barracks, yeah, they're just not needed very often here. Every once in a while there'll be a rattlesnake that someone needs to deal with, but that's about it. And of course you don't want to have weapons too close to people who are like Smith, who are a bit unstable, and so on. So it's a good idea to keep it under lock and key. Major Sprague has that key. But yeah, there's 6 assault rifles and half a dozen pistols and so on. Number 3 is the Ncos Lounge, and that's where poker night usually happens. It's really just a disused building that has been refurbished, and there are a few tables and folding chairs, a TV with absolutely terrible reception, some dartboards, a foosball table that has cracked paddles, a warped pool table, and a sweaty beer fridge. That's the state-of-the-art equipment you have here. It's lovely. Number 4 is the mess hall. It's a communal kitchen and dining room. You cook your own meals, basically. There is a microwave oven, and that's it. If we move our gaze to the east, you'll find number 5. That is the control tower. Small, 3-story tall. It's always manned, even though there is no traffic coming in. There will be someone up there, which is usually Carter, Airman Carter. She is there all the time and probably bored out of her wits, even though it is the most beautiful view of the base, because unlike the rest of you, she actually has, sits on flare several stories up. So yeah, that's the control tower. Number 6 is the radar tower. Only reason to go there is if something is broken and needs fixing. If we then go to the southwest, you'll see the cluster of buildings there, 7, 8, 9, etc. 7 is where Major Sprague lives. 8 is O'Shea's quarters. You have your own bungalow. And the 9s are unused officers' billets that are just locked at the moment, padlocked and empty. Number 10, just north of there, is the Enlisted Dorms. This is basically like a motel or something, where all the doors come out on a walkway, a mezzanine, and you all have your separate rooms in there with like a bed, no TV, because you don't get such luxuries, but your own shower, things like that. So you basically have spent the last several months or years living in a motel room. That's the kind of luxuries the Air Force is extending to you. Those 11s there are unused dorms. This base has a much bigger capacity than the personnel size currently occupying it. We go on to number 12, which is up by the airstrip. It's disused Conset huts, which is basically metal shells over a poured concrete floor. There's absolutely nothing in those because you don't need the capacity at the moment. Number 13 there is a storage hut, which might be interesting to Ligotti in some ways. I'm sorry, it's not actually for Ligotti, it's for Lundy, because this is the landscaping stuff. Axes, saws, pruning shears, your lawn mowers, all that stuff. Ligotti is instead in 16 and 17 and so on. But let's go first to 14, which is just across from the administrative offices. That's the post exchange, which is basically large convenience store. Frozen dinners, canned and dry goods are available. Nothing fresh though. And yeah, that's if you want to get yourself your TV dinner, that's where you get it. Back out to the huts and so on again. Number 15 is more Ligotti's groove. This is the base motor pool, parking garage. There are Chevy Blazers, 4x4s, small tractors for towing aircraft, a snow plow, a couple of fuel tankers, and fire trucks. So Lung would also see the inside of that place a lot. You have to maintain your fire truck, after all. You haven't used it for an age and a half, but it has to be ready to be used. Such is the regulations. 16 is where Ligotti spends most of his time, though, because that's the aircraft maintenance hangar. It's a rusty hangar next to the motor pool and contains all the tools that you need to mothball the aircraft. And that's where you spend, Ligotti, a lot of time together with the other mechanics here. Those 17s are basically empty hangars that are not used at all. And finally, I believe the number 18s there on the map are the fuel deposits. They are fuel bunkers stored well away from the actual aircraft or anything like that. They're kind of shaped like flat-topped pyramids and set up so that any explosion in case of an accident is directed away from the base. Yeah, and aside from that, it's the graveyard, which is just absolutely lots of airplanes parked. So that's a quick overview of our lovely air base. Isn't that nice?
Well, as nice as the ass end of forever gets.
Exactly. And what else could you ask for?
I mean, the hellhole that's in the middle of the flattest place in the United States.
Yep, pretty
Where
much.
where you could stand on a step stool, look out west and see the Rockies, and look out east and see the Appalachians and everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Airman Carter sees every day when she's up in that tower. It's a pretty view, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing. Having lived in Alberta, I know the flatness.
Oh man,
But
look
this,
out my windows.
yeah, go ahead. What was that?
I was gonna say, I'm looking out my window, seeing all the hills and stuff. I'm just thinking, I could not live anywhere that's too flat. I could not live anywhere that I could see the next county over from the other county.
I don't know if it's true, but allegedly Albertans have made some very good sailors because they're used to the flatness, and it doesn't matter if it's grass or waters. Allegedly. I don't know if this is a wandering legend, but an Albertan told me, so it must be true.
When you can watch a dog run away for days and not be quite sure how far away it got.
Exactly. Yes, so that is Platte Air Force Base. And we will start this very quietly with the start of that Saturday. It's going to be a typical Saturday. It's fall, like now, and you're going to go about your duties like any other day of this week. And I'm going to put out, for your benefit, your various staff and where they are. So let's see now. There we go. Sprague will, of course, be heading towards his office, as will Bach, the tech sergeant. Where are you? What is your morning routine out here in the middle of nothing, trying to make anything interesting at all? Let's start with O'Shea, because superior rank and all that.
Mornings are probably starting off, just trying to stay in shape and do something to burn off all that excess energy. So she's probably just, running around the base or running up and down the strip there.
Yep.
Just trying to work it all out before she's stuck behind her desk for the next God knows how many hours.
Yeah,
Doing
it's
nothing
typically
but
at least an
paperwork.
8-hour shift. Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, you will go out for a run before breakfast. That makes sense. How about Corporal Price?
Depending on the shift he was working, because he'd probably end up in guard shack at some point. If he was working day shift, he'd be in the guard shack. If he was working night, he'd probably be having breakfast, then going to whatever passes as a gym here.
There is no thing that passes as a gym here. You just do your own improvised workout.
That would be what he would be doing then.
There's plenty of metal scrap to use for weightlifting, though. That's easy enough. So yeah, you have your workout, of course, and you will be ending up in the guard hut sooner or later this day, because that's basically your. If you have nothing else to do, that's where you're supposed to do, as space security. Sergeant Long, what is your first thing in the morning to do?
Probably the first thing to do would be to head toward his shack with the fire trucks, with all the rescue gear and all that, and just do a quick inventory, make sure no one decide to have a wild hair up their ass and try to swipe some pills from any of the medic kits that he has on hand.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. If there's no other stimulants around here, those tranquilizers might look awfully tempting for someone who's bored out of their minds.
Yeah, and not to mention, go over everything for the, start of the month inspection and all that. Make sure nothing's out of place. Make sure nothing got degraded or someone decided to go racing with the fire extinguishers down the airstrip again.
That has never happened before, right? Right?
You can't prove anything.
Indeed. What about Private Legati? What is your morning routine?
Well, shortly after arriving, Airman Legati started a habit of just checking the maintenance on the doors and windows of the unused areas, just to help Lundy out because I work so near to him. I can let him know, hey, Shack 2B, it's got a bit of a rusty lock there, and it's as I walk my way over to the mechanics area. Get my stretches in, maybe take a smoke when no one's watching, because I'm just checking maintenance on my routine walkover.
Of course, and Lundy is so happy for the help. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Legati. You're a real sport. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
Does anything disappear when you do the rounds?
Well, it's not. There's nothing that can, unfortunately. I mean, if there is stuff that can, it would, but there's not much of value that isn't inventoried regularly by the medic / fireman.
This is quite so indeed. Lundy, I mean, he's known for being not the sharpest knife in the box around here, and in fact, I would go so far as to say that he's probably the bluntest such. I mean, it's kind of like in Alien 3 where they go around calling someone 85. That's Lundy for you. He's he's one of the few who's very happy to be here. He thinks he's actually doing something amazing for his career, and is taking immense pride in his gardening work and keeping that lawn just so. And yeah, he's very hopeful of his future in the Air Force. And I don't know if anyone has had the heart yet to tell him about the complications there.
Oh, kid.
Yeah.
I mean, can't just ruin this whole experience for him. Just gotta see how long it drags out before he comes to that realization himself.
And then you just fucking be there for the kid when you realize that he's dead-ended.
Well, see, it's kind of like trying to tell a kid that Santa is not real.
Career advancement ain't real if you're here.
A little bit like that. You're not the only one in maintenance there, Legati.
No.
You have Ted Clean, who is the prettiest boy here.
Oh, he's so big, he's so pretty.
He is
And clearly
extremely
a giant.
It meets his ego.
His ego is that sized, yes. He is, in fact, let's just say that he does enjoy getting his weekend passes to go to town, to do all the carousing he possibly can, which is a lot, really. It's a lot. He has lost count, of course, which he takes some pride in. But yeah, he's that's him. I'm not sure if Legati and Clean get along terribly nicely there. I don't know.
Well, when someone's got an ego like that and a mouth that wants to talk, it just makes things easier to let things slide because he can fill up all the dead air he wants.
Indeed.
Oh, I dropped a wrench. Oh.
Smith is the other person you're working with, also an aircraft mechanic. He is worse than Clean. A good deal worse. In fact, if Price knows him very well, because the one guy who will lose it and start swinging with the fists is Smith. And it's pretty much an open secret that this guy has been involved in all sorts of juvenile gangs before joining the armed forces. You can see the gang tattoos on him to this day. He should never have been allowed to enlist, really. That's the long and the short of it. So the one person on this base that Price has had reason to restrain on more than one occasion is Smith. That's your lovely crew that you work with. Congratulations, Ligotti. How does it feel?
Oh, wonderful. It's great working with the guy that's only in the Air Force to avoid being in the pen.
Yes, exactly.
Unfortunately, we don't have any foreign deployments going on right now that we can get rid of this guy.
Exactly. Long, you are also working with Campbell, who is, well, what can I say about Campbell? He's the opposite of clean, I guess, in appearances. Well, he's competent enough. At least when it comes to putting out fires. But he does tend to have a mouth on him and will have lipped off to Long on more than one occasion. Which, is not appreciated. So every once in a while, I'm sure Price has made an intervention there too. Not as often as with Smith, mind you.
I'm sure that my other good friend here, Clean, has probably egged him on enough, and then Smith has jumped him, and that's where Long's probably come in.
That might well be the case. Indeed, every one of these aircraft mechanics answer to you there, Long.
Great. So I'm in charge of this cavalcade of fuck-ups.
I mean, technically not, because it's a different branch, but the tech sergeant is in the administrative building, and you are the sergeant out by the actual hangars. So just by your proximity and your rank, you have ended up having to take care of these guys.
Oh, someone's got to patch up folk after Smith starts swinging.
I mean, yes, this is absolutely true. That's why it's a good thing to have you there. This Saturday is, of course, as boring as all the others. O'Shea, you have done your run, you have completed it, had a shower, gotten some chow down, and then gotten away to your office pool. I guess that's like the least happy moment of the day for you. Slowly walking there, but just feeling how heavy your legs feel right now, because the certain doom of desk run. Service. It's not the run. No, it's not the run.
Why can't they just understand? Just have to stay in motion.
You have to stay in motion, indeed. You're not allowed to stay in motion. You are allowed to be behind a desk and file papers that Dunsany gives you while she's looking absolutely grumpy.
Cool my heels.
There's so many times we can soup up the Jeep for you to tear it down the runway.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm certain she has come to the mechanics pool and bribed them with, various things from the exchange to help her soup up some of the vehicles out there.
I mean, if anyone knows about good places in Nebraska to drive where there's no state patrol around, it will be O'Shea by now. She must have scouted out every single nook and cranny just to get her speed demon in every once in a while. While Clean is looking forward to the weekend pass to go to town and meet some lovely ladies, O'Shea is probably looking for a weekend pass to just drive anywhere.
Yes. And thankfully, it's Nebraska. Pick a direction. Just go.
Yeah, pretty much. This is the start of another boring day. But it doesn't stay necessarily that boring for that long. By the time noon comes along, there is something absolutely unusual happening here today. a van is rolling up to the guard hut. Price? It's a van. It's a black van. It's not military marked at all.
Price will wander up to the van, rap on the window twice with the gloved hand, and wait to see if they roll it down.
They do. The driver is a plain-looking fellow in a suit, but he does flash an Air Force ID at you, and he has a bundle of orders that he gives over. And as far as you can tell, this all looks completely legit. He's cleared to enter the base, according to all the procedures you're familiar with. He has all the right papers.
I will wave him through and immediately put in a call to Sprague's office.
Indeed. And this being a call to Sprague's office, this is answered by Dunsany, because she's also the telephone exchange operator. Yeah.
We just had a black van, somebody flashing an Air Force ID come through. They left me with a stack of papers. I just figured somebody down your way should be informed of this.
Right, sir. I'll let the major know immediately, sir. Because you do outrank her.
Brilliant. Hang up the phone and go back to staring at the desert.
Yep, that's pretty much what you do. The van, it will go through the gate and get up to the administrative offices in a matter of, a very short span of time. And this is where it kind of breaks the tedium for O'Shea and the others in the office pool. It comes right up there, and there it is. Dismounting from this van is two soldiers. They come out from the backside of the van and take up positions, and they're fully loaded, these guys. Armored vests, helmets, really big and bulky helmets, assault rifles, the works. They have it. They mean business, these guys. They take up position flanking the van. A man in a suit, shades, two of them in fact, come out from the driver's seat and the passenger seat in front, and they go into the office pool. Administrative offices. Of course, there are signs to lead the way for them. So you're sitting there by your desk as these gentlemen enter into this place, and of course Dunsany has gone over to Sprague's, and he will be there, and she will say hello to these people in her own particular fashion. They don't seem to react too much to her attitude, but she leads them into the office. And you and Bach are kind of left there looking at each other and going,
What's that about?
no idea. That's weird, if nothing else.
She'll kind of go over to look out one of the windows, kind of, opening up the blind a little bit, peeking out.
Yep, they're, the soldiers are standing there and guarding that van like their life depended on it, basically.
Got two big thugs out there, too.
In fact, we can do the first roll of the night. Why don't you roll an awareness there, O'Shea?
Oh, boy. Awareness or alertness?
Alertness, please, pardon me. Those helmets are not regulation. They are not the standard issue helmets at all. They're about twice as big as normal helmets. Like they've been reinforced by something.
Hey, Bach, come over here. Take a look out there. You familiar with anything like that? They definitely don't look standard issue.
Eager to break the routine, he will of course come over. And he's looking at them. Yeah, you may be right. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Well, you were counterintelligence, right? Before you got dumped at this hellhole. Figured you and your spook likes would have seen something like that before.
Never seen anything like that, no. Now you've piqued his interest a bit.
I mean, middle of nowhere, black van shows up, someone probably from Washington shows up, got a couple of big thugs like that.
Don't know what to tell you.
Well, beats sitting around filling out requisition forms all day.
I guess it does. He looks a bit troubled or annoyed. He does have a bunch of those forms in his hand. And kind of looks at them, looks at the van. And then you hear the PA system crackles to life. There is one on this base, in fact. And it's Sprague, of course. Who else could it be? The van parked in... the van that just came in here is to be avoided by base personnel. Do not interfere with the visiting staff's classified operations. All personnel are confined to base until the visiting staff has left. That is all. You will at this point also see the two suits leave Sprague's office. And they get back to the van. And the van starts rolling. Rolling up the road. And it will be rolling past... Yeah, you can hear it clearly there, Ligotti and Lone. It's coming past your place. And then it takes a left turn and drives into the graveyard. And stops there. The two soldiers that mounted into the van, they dismount again and take up guard position by the van. And, yeah, and then it just sits there.
Got it. You see this shit?
Yeah, what the fuck are they doing in the graveyard, Sarge?
I don't know. Some backwoods or black ops or some shit. Look, let's just keep spit the hell out of the graveyard for today. Oh, we should keep out the graveyard for the rest of the damn week.
Clean is actually laughing. Black Ops here? You're kidding me, right?
Yeah, come take a look at these jokers. I mean, obviously they're a bit of a ways away, so you can't make out many details, but...
Campbell!
He's looking at them and he's just... Okay, so I guess they're losers like the rest of us.
Hey, Campbell! Yeah,
except they get to leave.
Got any of the
right.
scopes or anything back of the truck, back of the shack?
Yeah, sure, sir. Campbell goes to the shack and back of the shack and comes back with a couple of binoculars for you.
All right.
I don't know what Sergeant Buck may have heard, but, being the resident spook and all, but, he's a fuck up like the rest of us, so...
You think they trust him with any sort of classified bullshit after what he pulled?
Not likely, but you never fucking know.
Yeah. Now, let's just have a little peek here.
Yeah, you're looking through the binos. I'm going to allow you to make the same alertness check that your colleagues did before.
So about 65% or by normal?
No, you're normal, because that's, they're... You need to see them up closely to see this, so I guess you miss it. There is a bit too much stuff in the way, line of sight-wise. But Ligotti notices that these are not regulation helmets.
It's not a regulation outfit. Take a real good look at the helmet there, Sarge.
I'm trying to... Hold on.
Yeah, when he points it out for you, you know what to look for. You'll spot it too.
Yeah, this ain't flight helmets, are they?
No, I mean, I'm expecting to see something at this distance about as thick as my pinky, and I'm seeing something about the thickness of my thumb on the sides of the head, so... Yeah, that's definitely thicker than normal.
I reckon it is. They got fat heads like Campbell back there, or you think they're just something else?
Closer to what you'd expect from a fucking tanker than an air jock.
Yeah, that's a good point. Long's gonna hand off the binocs to Campbell. And just cross his arms, just looking out toward the graveyard, just wondering, just what the hell are they looking for? I know we've been stripping the things, pretty damn thoroughly, right?
Yeah. Yeah, anything of value is like around here. Unless there's they're planting something.
Yeah, there ain't nothing of value out here, says Clean. Just laughs at this.
Yeah, hell, we'd take out the black boxes if it was worth anything, but they ain't worth shit.
No.
Exactly.
Plug them in and take the info off them and slap them away.
Smith will just grunt his agreement. He doesn't seem to care too much about these guys.
Yep.
On the other hand, he doesn't have anything else to do either, so he's kind of bored too.
Okay, I apologize.
Whee!
We found out what they're up to in the graveyard. They're launching kitties.
Exactly. Invasion of the cat. First sanity check. No. After this little moment with a van coming in, and the minutes go by, they're just standing there like guards, because they are guards, and you're just looking at them and nothing happens. Like 15 minutes go by, 20, 30, they're just standing there, and I mean, sooner or later, you can only get away with so much sloth around here, depending on for you guys on Long's awareness of your activities and how much he wants to be on your back. But in the guard hut price, there's nobody really watching you, so you can be as lazy as you want, let's just say. But unfortunately, O'Shea has to actually fill paperwork because Dunsany is there, and she will come and mutter something about professionalism and such like. It might be that she's the one that keeps everyone on their toes and makes sure that something actually gets done, because Sprague is less particular about filling out forms, though he is particular about the chain of command. So yeah, you'll have to be torn away from the window sooner or later and get back to work. And you do have computers here. It's not the 1980s anymore, so you can in fact use using your index fingers to I don't know
how
that,
bad are they? They still have Vista on them?
Well, this is around the year 2000, so why not? Yeah.
Hey, Vista's modern for 2000.
Yeah, yeah.
Fair point.
It's going to be Windows
98.
95. Windows 95, I'm pretty sure. This is not the Windows 98 version. You're not that well off. So yeah, you'll have to keep shuffling papers there for a while as minutes go by and minutes turn to hours. In fact, the van is just sitting there and you're just sitting there, and it's, I guess, boredom is setting back in again.
Does she or Bach hear Sprague seeming to be making any other calls off base?
No, it's very quiet from his office. Maybe he's already starting to sneak out the bottle he has in one of his drawers. You never know. It is Saturday after all, and there will be a poker game tonight, so which starts.
You have a quick question.
Yeah.
With them calling for a base-wide lockdown, were any other security personnel sent, Or were any of the people in uniforms that have no insignias set up to watch the front gate as well?
No, you're
Okay.
still alone. Apparently, they're trusting you to enforce that.
I am the law.
It
Their
also
first mistake.
suggests that no one will get a weekend pass off the base unless these guys leave. Which, of course, Clean is after an hour or two. He's like, how long are they gonna fucking sit out there? I mean, for fuck's sake, I need to get to town tonight. God damn it.
What you got, Clean? A date?
Yeah.
Hey, the townies will keep clean. You can make some more marks on your belt loops later.
No, some of them might lose their freshness. They got expiration dates and all that.
Yeah, but for a guy like our guy, Clean here, you'll find something.
He's just kind of shaking his head. He fucking understands. Mutter under his breath. There is some speculation at this point in the motor pool how long they're gonna be here. It's like the topic of conversation, and I think that's kind of the same type of atmosphere in the office pool as well, but you have to do it slightly less extravagantly because you need to keep up appearances of actually working. I would think.
Well, we got spooks down range. They might be peeking in at us, so...
Yep.
Well,
Well, they're
haven't
not.
we torn apart, put back together, and torn apart again yet?
Yeah, that's something you can do. All your equipment is right where it was yesterday and is going to be tomorrow, but you can tear it apart and put it together again just to pass time, if nothing else.
Oh, no, a Sprague special. Like he's decided he's gonna try and not go in the bubble yet. So we gotta pretend we're up to stuff.
This rate, I'm gonna give it. No. What do you think? 2 o'clock before he starts hitting it?
I think he's already in there.
No.
He had to issue orders today.
It's
a hard day.
Shit, you're right. All right. All right, kiddies. Let's do.
Yep.
Let's at least do something here.
What? Says Smith, looking irritable as always.
Doing your job.
Well, we got that
Mainly-
halfway seized motor block on that Jeep that the LT took for a spin.
Yeah, why don't you start there? Here, take a couple of pliers, a hammer, a chisel, see if you can't get it unstuck.
Yes, sir. He seems as happy as if he has swallowed a melon. Or a lemon in this case.
Now get over it.
Anyway, it's about mid-afternoon when Sprague calls O'Shea into the office.
Go in,
Yeah, he's sitting
do
there.
a lazy salute. What's up?
All right, O'Shea. We have to put together the duty roster for tonight. Who's gonna sit in the guard shack?
Well,
Anyone particularly deserving of that honor tonight?
apparently Smith's been fighting again. You know how that goes.
Right.
At least that's what Long told me.
I don't doubt it. All right, I'll put him on the roster. And for candidate number 2, in case we need one, why don't you think about it? And let's see now. It's
What about
1500
Klein?
Say again?
What about Klein? He's not going to be going anywhere tonight.
You're right about that. Well, if those yokels will stay around for that long.
They look like
Okay.
anything but yokels.
What the fuck they're doing here? None of our business, I guess. So, Okay, let's put down Clean and Smith for guard shack tonight. Unless someone manages to fuck up spectacularly before 1700 hours. It's now 1500. Yeah, let's do it that way. All right, dismissed her. Shay.
She'll snap another somewhat lazy salute and go back out and stare at the stack of paperwork again and just go back at it.
Yeah, mid afternoon. It's maybe there's a change in weather. Maybe there's a change in. Maybe there's a storm coming. Who knows? I want you all to roll a sanity check.
Roll a what check now?
Sanity.
Stir crazy check.
Yes.
All's quiet on the northern front.
Look at that. You're all fine. Yeah, there's a slight difference in air pressure around, but other than that, you're all feeling good this afternoon. Just about. Interesting.
Shit's quiet.
Yeah, it sure
Too
is.
Quiet.
Too quiet, huh?
Shit's always quiet.
It is indeed.
No.
Yeah, it just continues being quiet and boring. You can see Dunstan, he kind of rubber temples a bit.
We do an 80s montage with everybody's working towards the weekend.
Yep, exactly.
Shit, we're not working towards the weekend. We're at the weekend.
You are at the weekend, exactly. Yeah,
Until we
you
get
can
off
see
duty.
You see the clock ticking on. It gets, it's past 1500 hours. It is now moving towards 1600. And that air pressure thing is still on. There's probably a storm coming. Roll your sanity again.
Uh-oh. It begins.
Oh, no.
It begins.
Hey, I've had to listen to Klein,
You've had to listen to Clyde.
Had to listen.
and I've had to listen to Price.
Don't
No,
worry.
Smith.
What,
Oh,
why else do you think she suggested those particular two individuals?
O'Shea and Ligotti, wasn't it? Yes. You
No, it
lose
was
a
Price
point
and Ligotti.
each. It was
No.
Price and Ligotti. Yeah, no, it was
Price
Price
and
and Ligotti. Yes. You lose a point each. And
Hold on. Where are these points you speak of?
it's,
Current. Nope.
Yeah,
Current.
Yes, it's just
current
current.
sanity. Exactly.
Lose one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do want you to do an intelligence check. And Ligotti as well.
Price has currently got the 1,000-yard stare.
Yes. Price, you're sitting there in your guard cabin and everything is nice and quiet. When you start seeing bubbles floating through the air in front of the guard cabin, it's like, like a child would have blown big soap bubbles, if you will, but they're kind of like they're going through the actual window. They
Mom
can't
always
really
told
be
me
there.
you'd find some high strangeness out here in the desert. That shit's crazier than a shithouse rat.
That's a good way of putting it. And Ligotti, as you're standing there in your shop and you're putting together, I guess you're still working on that motor block that Long ordered you to do together with Smith. You're grabbing a wrench. Your headache is starting to set in, and as you're moving the wrench, it leaves like a trail behind it of light. And it's like you're holding one of those the sparkly things that you can wave around for holidays, but it's from the wrench now, and the same thing from your hand.
I get bubbles, you get mushrooms.
Is the exhaust on in here? Because I'm getting a little woozy doozy. What the fuck?
What the fuck is woozy doozy?
And at that time, you can see Smith. He's standing by the tools on like the workshop bench, and he's just staring into empty space and going, "Fuck is that?" He looks seriously stressed out, and there's sweat dripping down his forehead.
It's,
for fuck's sake!
It's a less severe version of that.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Are y'all tweaking on something?
That's what I was asking if the fan's on. If the climb like crack open the jet fuel. Holy shit!
Just like
that ain't even out here.
Just like that, it's gone, Ligotti. It wasn't there for like half a minute or so, and it's just gone. And
shit, I might be tired.
Seems to be calming down as well. Price, it's kind of the same in your situation. You looked at those things for a little while, and then it's just gone. You blink, and everything is back to normal again. There's a bit of a headache left there, though.
I clearly been sitting out here by my goddamn self for far too fucking long.
That is probably the case. And you'll be sitting there for even longer. The day keeps wearing on. And, why don't we do that again? Because it was so much fun. Roll another sanity check.
That van's still there.
That goddamn van's still there.
Yeah,
oh no.
It
continues.
Is my not going through?
It didn't.
How about Long?
Pressing the green thing.
I'm trying. Okay, I gotta close this window to open it up again.
Nah.
Oh no! Wait, I forgot modifier. Shit.
There you go. You're fine.
Damn it, Bueller.
Ligotti, you lose another point and roll for intelligence again. Yeah, you're having a good thumping headache today. That much is clear. There must you can't smell the fumes, and there is no engine on, surely, or maybe there is. Is this carbon monoxide poisoning?
Yeah, I need some air.
Probably.
It might be the body spray that Klein's got.
Could be.
Trying
Smith
to be clean that
is looking at his hands and
Sad shit's getting fucked in here.
Bach or Dunsany doing anything weird?
Bach is not doing anything weird at all. Dunsany, let's have a look. Nope. She's just complaining over a headache and just kind of... sir? She looks to Bach because he's the closest thing, next step in chain of command. And she's quite particular about that. So she almost always talks to Bach when she needs something. When she has to talk directly to the LT, she'll do that, of course. But otherwise, her communication goes through Bach. And Bach, sir, do we have any aspirin around? No, sorry, I'm not feeling it today. And he does direct her to the medicine cabinet, and she can access an aspirin. There is such a thing on this base. But other than that, it just keeps being boring. You are putting together the duty roster and all of that. Nothing other strange thing is going on just yet.
He is taking some small enjoyment from being able to use this as leverage against Legati in the motor pool later.
I bet. Let's do another round of that, shall we?
Gonna be crazy before the real stuff happens.
I failed spectacularly.
You did indeed. You will lose another point of sanity.
Could be worse. Could have been a 99.
Nice.
And Long as well. That's interesting. Then I want both Price and Long to do an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Long, my friend.
1 point.
1 point. Long, my friend. Yeah, you're seeing it now. You're putting back a screwdriver into the box, and there's a trail of light behind it as you put it in there. And everything is a bit shinier than it used to be. You can see when your troops are moving around, like they're one of them is under the car now and moving their feet around a bit, and that boot is like leaving a black trail in the air.
Long's not gonna vocalize anything. He's just gonna look at the things that are almost sparkling as they're moving, just like slowly getting like 1,000-yard stare. He's just watching all that happen around him. It's just desperately try to clear his mind, wipe his eyes as best he can, just try to snap out of it.
Yeah, it seems to work. It was there for half a minute or so, and then it's gone again. Only a poignant headache, like a nice little piece of very fine nail driven into your temple.
Oh, God. Damn it, why did poker not get here soon enough?
Someone who is, however, not keeping it together is Smith. He is starting. Fuck this! And he's standing up. Fuck this!
Smith?
And he just screams out loud.
Shit. Shit.
Fuck.
And then he just falls over, limp. Flump.
God damn it!
He's Smith's down.
God damn it! Long's gonna quickly get out of the horn. Smith's having an episode. I'm gonna take a look at him and just promptly shout back at what's his name? Campbell.
Yes, sir.
Get the medic bag.
Yes, sir. And he just runs and does it. Campbell is one of the competent people of this base. He does his job and he does it well.
Damn it, Smith. And Long's just gonna start marching over there as firmly as I can. Son, if you are fucking around, believe me, my boot is gonna be so far up your ass. As he gets over and just starts to try to shake Long's shoulder, see if he wakes up or not.
He does not. He has seemingly passed out. You can do medicine or first aid, of course, to get him up on his feet.
I'm gonna do first aid because this is definitely a first aid situation.
Yes.
And he's just gonna start with the normal round of, hey, you there? And just light shakes of the shoulder, light tap on the face, roll him over onto his back so he's supine, and just do a quick evaluation of him.
Yeah, he's definitely unconscious. You have no idea of what induced this because, pulse normal, is breathing fine. You can do a quick blood pressure check. It's all good. And then he slightly normal, higher pulse, but nothing like that would induce a fainting episode as such. And then, as you put him in the right position and he gets blood back into his brain properly, he wakes up. He's just sitting up again. And
Hey, here, hey, buddy, look here. You see how many fingers am I holding up?
4.
Okay,
Sir.
okay, so didn't lose too many more brain cells than you already lost. All right. Tell me, do you know what today is?
Today's... sir, I have a headache, sir.
I know. I'm trying to make sure that your brain case is still working.
I have a headache, sir.
What day of the week
fucking
is it?
headache. It's, Saturday, sir.
Okay, good. Still have some recognition. And you know where and I'm going to say you know where you are then, right?
Yes, sir, I'm at fucking Platte Air Force fucking Base, sir.
All right. We're going to get you sat down one of the crash chairs back in the mechanic building. You're going to sit down there, you're going to drink some water.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's just head over there. Campbell just grabs some meds.
Yes.
Hopefully, they're still there.
Meanwhile, in the administrative office, O'Shea, you hear in Sprague's office a sudden commotion, like he stood up really fast. There's a smash and something fell to the floor. And he swears very loudly.
Was it a distinct crash like glass?
No, more like a really heavy paperweight or something like that.
Okay. She'll kind of look over at Dunsey and then Bach and kind of lean over her desk. You okay in there, Sprague?
Yeah, fine. Get back to your duties. God damn it. And Dunsey will just mumble something about, oh, I'm sure I'm going to have to clean that up.
She'll just mutter under her breath, better you than me.
I guess she didn't hear that. Or did she?
Da, da, da.
I will roll an alertness for that. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. Nope, she didn't.
Nope, she didn't.
Yeah. In fact, it is now 1700 hours, which means that the typical shift is done. The poker night will start at 1900 hours. 2000 hours. And you have basically supper and free time before that. But Sprague will want to have a report on who is going to take the shift in the guard bunker starting at 1800, because of course Price gets to sit there 1 hour longer than the office personnel. You're a bit spoiled being officers, it's silent. Everyone else gets off at 1800.
Everybody else works for a living.
Exactly. So, yeah. And as we head along, why don't we all roll again? Because this is so much fun.
Yeah, driving us crazy before we get there.
Yep. Ooh. O'Shea, welcome to the club, I guess.
Oh my
Everyone?
God.
No.
Ligati? Will you
I don't wanna.
We already got the hat trick. Hey.
No, you didn't have
Boo!
It's because I'm smoking.
Yep, clearly must be. So
Keeps
all
out
of
the
you
alien
all
brainwaves.
roll
Yeah.
your intelligence checks again, please. All right, Price. O'Shea and Long, you do have that headache. It is persisting. It must be the weather, right? That's one of those tornado systems. It's late in the year for that, but I'm sure it's there's always unusual weather in the world. While Price, you're sitting out there in the guard shack and waiting for that hour to end. And then you see like how these concrete walls around you are almost like waves. It's like they're not
Price?
solid anymore. It's more like, are they liquids? Cement, concrete, waves going through them, around you? Is the floor solid under you? I don't know really anymore.
Price will look at the walls. Kind of sat there for a second. Kind of giggled to himself. It's like when we went to that Outlaw Country concert. And go back to waiting for time to pass. But now he's kind of idly just playing with his guns.
The rippling stops after maybe half a minute or 45 seconds or so, maybe slightly less. It's the second weird thing you've seen today. And yeah, you do have a bit of a headache, don't you? Meanwhile, Smith is kind of, waking up. And then, let's see now, we have Long, Campbell, Ligotti, and Clean. That's a D4, isn't it? So, Campbell, Ligotti, Long. Yeah, Long, you happen to be the person who is closest to Smith at this moment. You're probably checking in on him. And he's just sitting there. He's gone from kind of sitting, breathing, and drinking that water, and just shaking his head and looking around with those eyes smoldering of anger and resentment. And then, he's kind of just slumping over like so, and you're wondering if he's going to pass out again. When he sits straight up and just wallops you!
Okay, what do I roll for defense there?
That would be unarmed combat.
Oh, thank God, it's one thing I have 40% on. Let's see here. Ah, shit.
Well,
Oh,
I
we
mean,
both failed.
he missed too. So he wallops you and hits nothing but air. And you don't get hit, so you're fine. But he's lost it. He's just red-faced and just going at it. So the rest of the crew around there, Ligotti, Clean, Campbell. Ligotti, what are you going to do?
Sure. Oh, fuck me. I'm gonna call for Corporal Price.
Price, get over here.
We got a situation. We need you, Corporal.
Corporal Price will begin hauling ass.
So you're actually gonna leave the guard hut unattended?
I'm the only security officer that we got.
You are that.
We just had some dude freak out and start attacking people.
You did that, yes.
I would call in to the administrative office. So while I am out of position, one of the cushy ass officers can drag their happy ass down to the little shack and sit in it.
They will solve it very simply because this is standard operating procedure. Dunsany will call on Lundy to go down there and sit for a while. Because he's just been mowing the grass anyway, so that spares the cushy officers any boring duties in the guard shack.
But Lundy's all the way up by the mechanic shack.
He's been all over the base today, like always.
Okay.
He is, like, right now he is there, apparently, doing some maintenance on a padlock, and he will get himself down there as fast as he can. He has an old They're still using like Jeeps in 2000.
yeah.
I mean, there are Humvees and more modern cars around.
Humvees are gas guzzlers and take up twice the road width.
Yeah. Also,
That's an army toy.
They're also state of the art and would not be assigned to this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he'll come in a Jeep as fast as he can, and of course, Price, you have one too. Meanwhile,
Oh, in
Smith-
that case, I'm gonna be here then.
yes, Smith, however, is not done with you guys. He's just keep wailing at you. So someone will have to make him not wailing. What's your dex there, Long?
My dexterity is at an 11.
Then you're faster than him. Ligotti,
8.
you're not.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, he's gonna try to attack you again, but of course, I mean, you get to do your thing first there, Long. So if you wanna restrain him or just keep your distance, what do you want to do?
Oh, he's definitely going to be swinging back just because he got swung at.
Yep.
Shit.
He clocks you. Bang.
Fucker!
This is, of course, a court-martial offense, so
You only get one.
upside, I guess. You might actually get rid of him finally.
Yeah, he's just going to be stumbling away for a second, look down at his hand, just like, you stupid son of a... And promptly cut over to Price, zooming down the trail.
Yeah, you actually lose 2 hit points from that swing.
Oh.
It rings your bell. Pretty good.
Ding dong.
Is anyone gonna try to Ligotti? I mean, he's out of actions now. If you succeed with your grapple, he will be grappled. If you want to do that.
Yeah, I'll grapple because I need to look good. I need to look good. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, Clean is in fact staying the heck out of the fight unless he's ordered to otherwise, because he cares too much about his face for this.
So that's unarmed.
Yep. There you go. From behind, grab him, and yeah, he can't move now. He is. What's your strength rating there, Ligotti?
11.
Oh dear. Okay, then maybe he
Or
can.
14. 14.
14.
Sorry.
That's better. He has slightly stronger. Let's do a strength test between the two of you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Don't
Unless,
worry,
of
there's
course,
getting ready to be a run-in.
Is Long gonna help out here? Because between the two of you, you can definitely restrain him.
Holy shit, Smith! You done fucked up by the numbers.
Yeah, no, he's going to be trying to restrain him and just... Long is pissed right now.
Campbell comes in as well, and there you go. Between the three of you, he's just straggling. He's trying to freaking bite you guys.
Hey, watch the teeth. This isn't a bar fight.
Fuck's sake. Okay. Who's got zip ties?
Campbell, he has everything.
And you hear the Jeep screech to the stop.
And Price will come in, and there you are.
He's restrained.
Yep.
He is still fighting.
Yep. Yeah, fuckers!
You can see the bruise on.
Yeah.
I would like to introduce him to Left Hook.
Go ahead. He's restrained. There's no problem at all. You can, in fact. Okay. And he's out.
Jesus. Now, I do have a question. With my strength, I have a +2 damage bonus.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt him. I mean, do you want to hurt him, or do you want to just make him pass out?
It's Smith. Who doesn't want to hurt him at
Because
this
you
point?
can cause him up to 5 hit points of damage with that hit. Which is a lot.
Can I pull my punch and go for 3?
Yes.
I will pull my punch and go for 3.
Yeah, he's out. He's definitely
I
out.
figure Price and Smith have fought on multiple occasions.
Yep, you sure have. This is not the first time. And you know where to clock him, and you hit that spot. Like, like it's.
Oh shit! Right on the button.
Yeah. That was the perfect strike.
Now, I'm sure when you find gentlemen got a set of zip ties laying around here.
Yeah, Campbell will produce.
Ever since
Plastic cuffs.
since that incident up at the hotel, they won't let me carry handcuffs no more.
I don't blame him.
The world just isn't fair.
No
All right.
shit.
I will zip tie him. Do we have like an abandoned Quonset hut or anything we use as a lockup?
Not really. For the most part, you don't need. But I mean, you do that. You can put him in a Quonset hut. That's not a problem at all. You have all the padlocks around here, and it's a good place as any.
All right, I will lock him in a Quonset hut, and I will report to the administration office before going to finish my shift.
For sure. Meanwhile, of course, I mean, Dunsany is always, because she is lower ranked than the rest of you. So in practice, O'Shea and Bach have now left their duty desks. That long grind from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. is now done. You can step out of the administrative offices and feel the wind on your skin again, O'Shea. Isn't that glorious?
Oh, I swear those days get longer and longer, don't they?
Yep, and that's the truth. Bach is right there with you. So where are you going now?
Ugh.
All right. Well,
Ciao.
yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good to me. So you and Bach will head over to the dining hall, as it were. And I can, in fact, shift you over to that screen. Da-da.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's never good.
Layouts. Uh-oh.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Sprague is, as far as you know, in his office, as always. Dunsany is still in the bullpen. And doing the last. She has to stay there until 1800. But yeah, you will be able to get yourself a meal and sit down and start the Saturday early, basically.
Yeah, she is definitely going to head into the kitchen, make up a microwave or frozen pizza that she splurged on.
Maybe even a beer.
Yeah, maybe even a whole case. Been one of those weeks.
It has been one of those weeks, hasn't it?
Especially with those spooks showing up.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck that is about. Is there like a
nothing?
low pressure coming on? Because I feel it, he says.
Yeah, I got a twinge earlier, but I could have sworn that was just from staring at that goddamn screen all day.
Yeah, that would make sense. Those little green letters. God damn it. It's not good for your eyes, is it?
No, but at least it's better than writing on a typewriter. I remember my grandma's typewriter. Good lord.
That's a fair point.
Alright. You want a beer? I'm feeling generous.
Yes, ma'am. Don't mind if I do.
Like I said, she'll go to cooking and drinking.
So Price is turning up at the administrative office just as Dunsany is sort of packing up everything and getting into the bullpen there, and she just looks up with those eyes smoldering of just absolute what the hell are you doing here at this hour kind of face.
Price will throw up both hands. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. I just need another one of those I just knocked Smith the fuck out forms.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Right away, sir.
I got him locked up in a Quonset hut.
Yes, sir. I'm sure that conforms to regulations, sir.
I really don't give a flying fuck about regulation anymore.
Well, it's my duty to do that, sir. So she walks away, stomp, 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 to a cabinet. And,
Ma'am, with this sir thing, you realize I work for a fucking living, right?
Yes, sir.
God damn it.
Here are your forms, sir.
Thank you. I hope you have a pleasant enough evening.
Yes, sir. You too, sir.
How much time do I have left on the clock?
About half an hour, sir. Oh, make that 23 minutes.
However long it takes to complete the paperwork.
I will go back to my shack and complete the paperwork.
Indeed. And as you do that, let's have another round of this fun stuff. Well, well. Ooh. Well, you know the routine by now. Yeah, you do have a splitting headache tonight, O'Shea. That's for sure. And, Ligati, so do you. It is now 1800 hours, in fact. Lundy is pleased to be relieved by you, of course, Price, as you come there. But O'Shea would have filed the paperwork for Clean and Smith, right? But Smith is now in a box. So it's going to be Clean, who is called in by Bach, basically, because chain of command, to take position in the guard hut. So let's go back to our Air Force base there. Clean will have to go all the way down there. Lundy is going to the dining hall, same as everyone else. Price, you are relieved now. Your
Dining
shift
hall
is done. Dining hall. And yeah, Long and Campbell and oh, that was Ligati. You're going there. Clean is going there. And yeah, Campbell and Long, you're all in the dining hall now, I guess. Or doing something else if you want to get off the shift. Carter will also join everyone. Someone else will have to man the radar tower. No, wait, they're probably just gonna turn it off for the night. No expected flights this night. So I guess we go to the dining hall. That's where everyone is. They each come in there one by one. Even Dunsany will get there eventually. Sprague will get there in his own good time, of course. But we'll have Clean, Carter. See, it's getting to be very cozy and friendly in here, isn't there? Ligati, Long, Lundy. Yeah, you're gathered in the dining hall and having your supper, I guess, unless someone else want to do something else.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, food, even though haven't had any fresh meat in what?
In a while. In a while. A while for sure. Sprague will also join you, in fact, eventually.
Long currently has a ice pack held on his nose just from where he got hit.
Yeah, he's kind of just... Sprague is coming in there and looking at you and going... Yeah, I heard Smith was at it again.
Yeah, it's worse than normal today, sir. One minute we're doing busy work out there because we had the permission to speak freely, sir.
Permission granted.
frankly, we got the fucking. I don't know who the hell they are, but the damn spooks out of the graveyard. Didn't know they were doing inspection or shit, so we've been doing busy work in the garage. Then suddenly, Smith starts fucking screaming. He starts screaming bloody murder, and then he falls over and faints. I do normal checkup on him, just like shake him, rouse him, get him sat down, some water and some pain meds, and next thing I know, he lolls down, pops back up, fucking hits me. We try to restrain him, but then he was like a fucking animal today. Like, no, he needs to fucking go.
Can I get a human check here? You can all roll one if you want, in fact.
What check?
Human.
Oh, so close.
Human?
Yeah. You're not
Oh, I
spooks
see it.
necessarily. Yeah. This is one of those things that, like, profilers we have a lot of.
Go long.
Sorry, the first time I ever had to deal with a human.
Oh dear. That was... Yeah. Lung is too distracted to notice anything of the atmosphere in this place at all. But yeah, Sprague will just sort of nod and go, yeah, okay, got it, Long. Very good, Sergeant. Well, put it all in the report. We'll definitely have to take some disciplinary actions this time, but we'll get to it tomorrow morning, right?
I do believe there's a poker game tonight.
There is indeed, says Sprague. There is indeed. Finally, right? Finally, everyone? Anybody else in for poker tonight? Who's in for poker tonight?
Poker sounds like a nice change.
Have I ever skipped out of it even with a minor concussion?
Yeah,
Oh,
when
it's
you got
not
a guard rotation 2 months ago. Takes a swig of her beer.
It's not every day that you might have OSI working in the graveyard.
Yeah, no shit. But OSI, who the fuck?
All right, I won't have any talk about those guys. They just, all we need to know is they had the paperwork in order and just focus on our job, okay? So that's Sprague speaking. That's all we need to focus on. And, of course, the poker game. It will start, as always, at 2000 hours. And until then, you are on your own reconnaissance, as they say. I'm going to have some chow. Yep, he starts rifling down something, sitting on one of these sweaty plastic tables, sitting by it on one of those sweaty plastic chairs. It is not a terribly inviting place to eat at, this dining hall. Lundy seems very happy that the Major seems so happy. Carter sits by herself today. She's usually a kind of a friendly person, but you can see her eyes are kind of reddish, and she's constantly just rubbing her temples. Looks a bit pale, actually. And when she's done, she's like, I'm gonna go lie down for a while, and she will leave. And
Hopefully see you later, Carter.
yeah, surely got it. Yeah, she will leave and just go to her quarters, perhaps.
At some point, in a lull in conversation with O'Shea, Price will approach. XO, excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, what's up?
I got Smith. He's locked up in one of them disused Quonset huts. I left the zip ties on to ensure he does not accidentally injure himself. The man was practically foaming at the mouth, ma'am.
Great. You get into any of the tranquilizers, anything like that?
You'd have to check with the first responders. They don't log inventory with me, ma'am.
All right. And she'll kind of rub at her temples. Hey, Sprague.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Gotta redo that roster. Why didn't you tell me about Smith?
both of you are looking at the Dunsany at the same time.
I filed my report, folks.
Yeah.
Dunsany is like, sir, ma'am, I was not aware that he was going to be on the roster tonight. I'm so sorry. I'll get to it immediately. Yes, he is apparently restrained for disciplinary action. I'm so sorry. This is, yeah. She looks honestly embarrassed that she made such a slip up.
Now, if you can think of any punishments that aren't quite court-martial grade, we could find some way just to strap him to something and spin around till he throws up.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about there. But that's not here.
Sprague does not look amused.
I don't know if our beloved Geneva Convention would allow for this type of behavior.
But more importantly, especially with spooks on site, we got to do things, or at least people that look like they're from Washington, got to do things a little more by the books.
Yeah.
Can't just mysteriously tie an office chair to the back of a Jeep with him strapped in it.
Oh no, we could just put him in the passenger seat with me.
Look, I might be the injured party here, so I can't exactly give an unbiased opinion on what we ought to do with him.
No, don't care about what we're going to do with him. That's tomorrow's problem. Tonight's problem is getting his replacement.
Yeah. All right. I'll go inside the kitchen, get some straws cut.
Sprague is looking at all of you. You know what? We can do with just one person in the hut for tonight. Clean has already been assigned that glorious duty, and of course he has left early to sit in the hut because that's his wonderful, glorious place for tonight. He is not happy about that. He's just kind of muttering and going there.
All right, Commander.
I feel like having myself some real opposition tonight, he says.
I mean,
Price, his flask, and a cigar he plans to smoke will post up by the front door.
For sure. And then we can roll another sanity check. I think it's been too long for one, hasn't it? You're all longing to do that.
Yeah, 2 spoonfuls of food. It's time for another check.
we've taken 5 steps to the left. Okay, time to do a check.
Yes, O'Shea and Price. Still a headache, still a point of sanity lost. Yeah, Sprague will leave you guys to it, and he's probably going back. He says he has some paperwork left to do in his office, which by now everybody believes is code for indulging in his Johnny Walker Black Label. Or
peeling
such
the label off little by little.
Exactly.
That's his paperwork.
That is
Wow.
his paperwork.
He must really have nothing else he wants to spend his money on.
Well, I mean, when you run the table with him, he doesn't have a lot left at the end of the day.
This is true. Nobody's complaining about this on poker night.
All right, let's go get the table set up, crack out the chips, and the
It's
deck.
about an hour until it starts, so who's going to be in the common room then? Lundy will happily be there because he has nothing else to do.
Long is going to be there bright and early because who doesn't enjoy pissing away their chips to fucking O'Shea?
Dunsany will not be there because it's boring.
You have to look on the bright side with O'Shea. Either O'Shea's chips go fast or everyone else's chips go fast.
Exactly. Yeah, there is the TV with a terrible reception. I believe it does have an old clunky VCR with some tapes of various quality. Dunsany has made sure to clean out anything, shall we call it contraband. There might be a race going on between some of the staff personnel and Dunsany regarding who gets to get away with some contraband or such like when she's not watching. Might. Not saying there is.
Legati will arrive closer to the start time. He'll be squaring away his bunk after dinner.
Of course.
O'Shea will be messing with the TV, trying to get something on, and if nothing else comes on, and if no one else beats her to it, she's putting on Top Gun. Just cause.
Not Top Gun, it's 5 minutes of Top Gun on loop.
Exactly.
Goose, I got the need.
It's specifically the sad part where it's just like after what was his name? Goose? Was it
Goose.
Goose?
Goose.
When Goose dies, it's just like the sad bit.
Exactly.
I figured it would just be the danger zone scene on repeat.
Oh no, I figure at this point someone's probably taken it and edited it down so it's just the sex scene.
You don't have that good editing capacity out here. Like, you will literally need to have like a tape machine where you actually cut the VCR tape and then paste it back together again, and you don't have that around here.
We can go old school. Scotch tape and a straight razor.
Exactly.
Oh no, it's worse than that. It's worse than that.
Tape splicing. Oh.
It's worse than that. When we hit that point of the VCR, like how times where you replay a scene over and over again,
Yeah.
it's like the film
Tracking
is slightly
lines.
faded. Like the film was slightly faded or is damaged in some
Get that
way.
snow.
And I mean, yeah, at least you can be sure that there will be a much more fuzziness over the picture where it has been frequently played, and we can all imagine which parts have been frequently played.
God damn it!
It's an army base or Air Force base. We know what's been played a lot.
Exactly.
What the hell? Why does it look like it's censored?
Well, I don't know.
Wear and
Tell
tear.
me what that's about.
Wear and tear. And why don't we have gone several minutes here without a sanity check, so let's do it again.
Sandy check because we haven't seen an actual Tomcat in forever.
Exactly. You're feeling better now, clearly. You needed to get away from the desk. You needed to get away from the motor pool. It must have been the fumes, right? That's what it must have been.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah, it was the dumbass fumes.
It was the dumbass fumes. 8 o'clock is rapidly approaching, and Major Sprague himself is coming in there to join you all around the table. This is the setup. You have, I guess everyone is joining the game?
Yeah.
7 players. Sprague himself, you can feel the liquor on his breath. He doesn't care. He already has a bit glassy eyes. Yeah, he sits down there, starts dealing the cards, and why don't we all do an intelligence check just to see who's gonna win the first round of the poker?
Oh, it's off. And
Yeah, it's on. Finally, poker night.
ooh,
This is good for Long, for sure. I forget that Roll20 doesn't have the functionality that I can double-click the token and get the character sheet. We have... Lundy is not going to win. I'm just going to say it right now. He is an enthusiastic player. He is not someone who manages to hang on to his coin very long.
We're
Guys,
playing
I'm just
Yahtzee,
happy
right?
to be here.
Exactly. He's just happy to be there.
I'll teach him a jong sometime.
Exactly. That's probably safer for the poor guy.
I mean, how the hell do you even play Mahjong?
It's a
So,
matching game.
yeah, I guess the first round goes to Long. Congratulations, sir. You take home the pot, says Lundy.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah. And
Oh,
as
the
you do
first
this,
round.
you know what I want.
Yep.
Give him what he wants, what he really, really wants.
Exactly. O'Shea and Price.
Waiting for Frank, the big winner.
Ooh, Price. Yeah, you're sitting there by the table. And, those playing cards? Those tracking lights again. You've seen it before today. You know you've seen it before. And at this point, Lundy just kind of jumps up from the table. The lights again. What the heck is going on? What the fuck is going on here?
Okay, what the shit is happening today?
Has
What is
anybody
that all
else
about?
been seeing anything
this
kinda
ain't normal.
weird today?
This is fucked up, man. What the fuck is going on?
Okay, hang on. Time out here. Have all of you been drinking?
Oh,
I think
Water?
no. I think
Not till
only
I-
Sprague did that, sir, ma'am.
Not
says
till
Lundy,
not till
and
after shift.
doesn't
but-
know what kind of faux pas that was.
Not till after shift, but I was seeing this stuff far before I was off duty.
You're staring out into the middle of the desert for hours. I know how it is, getting, those, little floaters in your eyes, staring too long.
everyone's just a little stressed out with those spooks on base and the fact they haven't fucking left.
Yeah, I know. It's what the hell are they even want the boneyard anyways?
Well, more importantly, anyone see them go to the dining hall?
Listen, everyone, says Sprague. I said before, I say it again. That's none of our business. We will have no more talk about those guys. And let's play some more poker.
Whoa, are you pulling rank at the poker table?
He's
Hey,
giving
hey,
you
hey.
the eyes. That
Hey,
yes.
let's deal the next hand and just enjoy the game.
Word. Lundy. Lone, you're up. Deal the next hand.
You got it.
Oof.
Is
Nice
that good or
work
bad?
there. Sprague. Yeah, he's also intoxicated by now, so I should have given him a negative anyway. Wow, that was Bach. He's cleaned out by now. He was cleaned out before Lundy was cleaned out. How about that?
Wait, can we make a declaration as to what kind of hand he had?
He tried to go bluffing with
3-5 offsuit.
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. He was like, yeah, his high card was a 10, and he didn't get away with it.
Buddy!
Fuck.
What you doing? I thought you were intelligent. No wonder they kicked you out.
Yeah, fuck
Hey,
you
now.
too. he says.
I blame the stress of the unusual day.
Was
Hey now,
anyone?
let's keep it clean.
Was anyone? Yeah, clean isn't there. Haha.
I'd rather he not be counting cards anyway.
So who get closest to their intelligence? Because that's how when we do an opposed roll, it's who
Oh.
gets closest to your
Oh.
actual rating, not who rolls the lowest. So it's not gonna be long this time. It's
Looks
probably
like
O'Shea.
Yeah, O'Shea.
Because
Oh, yeah.
they got it
By
way too
7.
low.
By 7.
Yeah, O'Shea wins this round.
was
You
a closer
take the
hand.
pot this time, and yes, you know what I want. What I really want.
Is this going to be a constant thing for your streams? Oh, wait. Wait, I
Oh
forgot I've
dear,
been talking points on here.
that's a
I
lot of
apologize.
failures there.
So it's at least down to system.
Still just a really bad headache.
Yeah, it's just a really bad headache. Except, not for Price it isn't. You're seeing them again. The trailing lights.
At this rate, you're gonna permanently be stuck with that. Jeez.
Yeah, and Lundy is freaking out again. But sir, and he's looking towards Sprague and looking positively, like panicked, or then to Long because you're the medic. Sir, you gotta help me, sir. This is not. I shouldn't be seeing these things, and he's kind of like waving away in front of him. This is fucked up.
Oh my god. Kit. Okay, Who the hell cleaned a water filter last time?
I was gonna say maybe the kid's got his hands on some toilet grigio, if you know what I mean.
I was gonna say, you ain't got anything on the actual medical grade, because I checked that shit today. Was anything? None of it was missing, right?
No, nothing was missing.
You know, maybe kept a couple grapes from the other meal the other day and stuffed them in the toilet bowl to make some wine.
Son, you don't.
Oh, it's.
Why would you bother with that? There's plenty of shit back in that boneyard to make a proper still.
And it's
Because we don't talk about the boneyard still.
It's just about the stroke of 9. Like these weird bubbles or lights, they go away again, and the clock continues towards 9 p.m. Campbell comes in like 4 minutes before the hour. Who's the next to deal?
That'd be me.
Yeah. Campbell will take a seat. He has apparently taken a shower and maybe done a workout.
Better late than never, Campbell.
Yes, sir.
He's trying to protect his money by showing up a little later.
He will do his best to roll as well.
Damn.
Oh, that Price
I
has
think
a
Price
good
is
chance
gonna
of
win
winning.
this one.
Oh no, yep.
Yeah, Bach is already cleaned out because, he fumbled his way through this thing.
Oh,
Sprague, I'm going to give him a negative 20 for general intoxication.
I say it looks like Lundy finally got cleaned out.
Yep, he sure did. Yeah, I guess that, there'll be Price this time, for sure.
Price
Congratulations,
slide
Price.
his winnings back over to him, take the card, set him for, and start doing a bunch of like one-handed cuts and then two-handed cuts before beginning to deal, unless you want to make us roll insanity.
In fact, you are in the process of just this. You're kind of reaching out with your hands. I'm gonna fudge the time a little bit here and say now you probably started this hand at a 20-9 and you've been playing through it quickly. And as you reach out, it's now 9 p.m. You're grabbing your pot, and that's when you all feel. Must have been that pressure in your head all day, only now. Much more intense. And people around you go like, what is that?
Tornado coming in! Oh,
Fuck.
Fuck!
And Sprague is looking around. He's looking kind of wild-eyed around you, and Smith isn't even there. Sorry. Yeah, Sprague is looking around himself, and he's just, everybody roll again. That's interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, Price and O'Shea. Instead of just losing 1 this time, roll a d6.
Oh no.
Oh
That's what you lose.
No.
So, yeah, who was the first d6 there?
no! Price.
Price. Okay, Price. This is fight, flight, or freeze.
Price would go to fight. He would rapidly bolt up, bring a knee up under the corner of the table, flipping the table, drawing back, not bringing the gun up completely, but having it in a guard position.
You are now berserk, sir. That's what this level of sanity loss means.
Oh!
So you feel free to wail at someone with your fists, like Bach, who is right next to you,
Yeah,
I'm glad I
that's-
sat across that flipped ass table.
or across that flip-ass table. Sprague is right there.
I am gonna hit this gentleman,
That's Buck.
Bach, with the butt of my weapon.
Go ahead. That's technically a close combat roll.
Ooh.
Oof! Oh my god, yeah, he's out. With that kind of hit, he's out. You just knock him right out. Dunk. You do maximum damage on him, and he's gonna be just fall over like a sack. He never saw it coming. He's not dead, mind you, but he's out. Even as you do this, because things are happening quickly now. So suddenly, rum! Price just stands up, smacks Bach over the face, and Sprague stands up and goes, "Fucking mutiny!" And he just runs out.
Long is just looking down the 2 cards in his hand, and what he was hoping was going to turn into a full house. It's just like, God damn it!
Yeah, okay, we are now officially in initiative order, folks. Who has the higher stakes?
I have
Not
a dex
me.
of 10.
12.
Campbell
11.
is at 11. I
8.
think at O'Shea is probably the fastest. Lundy is actually the fastest. He's at 14. He will
Run, Lundy, run.
Yeah, he's just confused though. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And also, I'm gonna have to roll his sanity as well because he's not in a good place. Everyone is in a good place. I mean, everyone is in a good place, right?
Never better.
It's all sunshine and rainbows.
Are
Yes,
we sure this is
yes.
the good place, or is this the bad place?
In fact,
I think it just turned into the bad place.
it did turn into the bad place.
I did notice Ted dancing,
Oh, jeez.
slinking down the hall.
Yeah, he is also just screaming and looking around him and just ah! And he's not in a good place right now. He is he just sort of stands up and runs away towards the storage area. Next.
I guess that's O'Shea.
Yes, indeed.
Seeing their security officer, Coldcock, her buddy there, she's gonna go up and try and restrain him.
He's the base top kick. He just got knocked
Indeed.
the fuck out.
So is that an unarmed brawl then?
Yeah.
Look at that. You have him in a grapple now from behind. Legati, you gonna help out? Lone?
Well, when I get to go, maybe.
Lone goes first.
Everyone's ahead of me.
Yeah, Lone goes first. Between the 3 of you, this is not gonna be hard. You can restrain him. He's struggling there, but I do want you to make another sanity check now. It's coming faster. You've been struggling for about a minute, maybe?
Oh no.
Oh dear, poor Price. And
Lieutenant
Lone.
forgot to remove her 4 sanity.
Yeah. All right.
Do we do intelligence checks this time?
Yes, please.
Oh no.
Long will see strange things. You will also do your D6s for the failure of sanity. That's just 1 for Long. Good for you.
Oh no.
Oh
another
no,
5 for
Price. You must be at your breaking point pretty soon.
What's my breaking point?
So on your sheet there?
Oh, I'm actually past it.
Yeah, okay. That activates your indefinite insanity.
Ah,
I'm guessing that people keep having to restrain you there?
do I get Because I'm kind of a freaking hoss.
You are. You can roll. I'm gonna have you roll your strength check, and then I guess the next strongest person will roll with a bonus to that strength check because there's so many people helping out, like plus 40. That's how I'm gonna resolve that. So who's the next strongest here? Campbell might be the next strongest.
Probably.
Yeah, he is 15. Is that stronger than anyone else there?
That's one more than me.
Yeah, okay. So plus 40 for all the help. Wow! I don't know what happens. I think what happens is that Price kind of somehow manages to get a foot up on the wall and unbalance Campbell.
That's a critical success. That's not a fumble.
No, 99. Oh, yes, because I have a fight at 40. Yeah, okay, he's a critical success. You're right.
Yeah.
It's not a fumble. So,
He gets
yes,
his foot up and then
indeed.
Campbell kicks it down.
He doesn't. Yeah, Price will
Price
be
gets suplexed.
underneath. Yes, Price is suplexed and he's underneath the entire pile of anyone. Since Campbell happens to have those zip ties since earlier today, he will apply those on poor
We
Price.
give him a 4-man power bomb like a
Oh.
wrestling.
So yeah, there we are with all of you on top of Price. What do you want to do with Price, who's just kind of, yeah? What is Price's situation here? How is he expressing this?
Well, the first thing I would like to express is what I roll to keep from getting handcuffed.
At this point, you another strength roll, I suppose, or unarmed combat with a major negative there, because you are literally being piled on by everyone else.
Keep Brandon drunky.
Which one?
I'm gonna give you unarmed or strength, whichever is better for you, and I'll do the same with Campbell.
Okay, modifier.
Minus 20, because you are really bunched up there, and a plus lots. Yeah, they will manage to actually get the restraints on you. But as they do this, because this takes a bit of time, he's wriggling, he's strong, he's literally the strongest guy you have on the base, and you're all piling on top of him, and he's just kind of trying to snake out of it, and just... is he grunting, screaming, frothing at the mouth? What's the situation there?
No, you're making this a very emotional thing. Think less that, more Michael Myers.
Oh, so just complete silence. Which is maybe even more intimidating. Everybody roll another sanity check.
Oof.
Dear, this is bad. Wow.
Oh,
no.
Everyone.
Run the table.
That's a d6 each. Frank Long
Yeah.
and O'Shea. So both of you, fight, flight, or freeze.
Flight.
O'Shea bolts
And freeze.
and Long freezes. Just seeing these things around you. What is this? This is not natural. What is wrong with this place? For, yeah, it's those moving objects again. For Long. And the floor is moving under O'Shea's feet. And I guess she's just running. Where are you running?
She officially doesn't know where she is. She doesn't know why she's here. So she's just running out and then immediately trying to figure out how she can get off base.
Yeah, so out and just looking around and then starting to grab a jeep, I guess.
Yeah.
Price brought one here and just race out the door. That's the way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Long, you're frozen for a while there and just kind of staring at everything. Ligotti is okay, because you only lost the 1 point. Campbell, how is this situation here? Terrible? That's interesting. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, Campbell just kind of stands there and then just curls to a ball and just sits there and holds his head and does nothing at the moment.
I think Ligotti's going to follow the LT out the door, but not to the Jeep.
You don't want to get in the Jeep with her? I don't understand.
I'm not that crazy yet.
Yeah, you can go out the door if you want. Not a problem.
Would it be safe to say that with that current effect going on, things look like they're kind of on fire or sparking in that sense?
No, not yet. No sparks at this point. Nothing like that at the moment. Yeah, you can't see Lundy anywhere. O'Shea, you're in the Jeep. You're trying to start it up. And as you do this, you can hear someone marching around swearing and screaming at Sprague in the offices. He's somewhere in the back end of the office. Ligotti, you're coming out there. I guess it takes about a minute or so to start up the Jeep. Not even that. It takes, 15 seconds, 20 seconds? And you start, I guess, pedal to the metal?
Yeah, I mean, she is like, she'll look back at Ligotti and say, you coming or you staying?
I'm not sure she has quite that much wherewithal to...
She might do the look around and Ligotti just waves.
Yeah, pedal the metal. She doesn't know where she's at.
Yeah, so she drives. Long, you're starting to slowly come out of that, but it's going to take a little while longer, and we need another sanity check, in fact.
This is going to be painful. I'm calling it now. Okay, I guess I was halfway wrong.
It's getting painful. Oh dear. Well, 2 of you succeeded. That's great. D6 again, Ligotti and O'Shea. Good for you. Do keep track of that breaking point.
Oh, I am. I'm quite aware of how close that breaking point is.
Yeah, O'Shea will just keep driving like an absolute mad person down the driveway. Yeah, there you go. Ligotti is behind there. Price is, of course, restrained. Bach is knocked out because you did that. And I think, yeah, O'Shea, you're getting closer now. It's not a long way to drive down to the guard shack, particularly not when you drive like O'Shea, because there's only one speed and one gear available for this person, and that's the highest possible setting. So you're going to cover that ground in absolutely no time, or almost, when... I think it's time to go for this one instead.
Time to ramp up the mood.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Let's see now, where is it? Ta-da. There we go. Da-da-da-da-dang! From the guard hut. Clean is in there, and he's actually shooting at you. You can, in fact, hear one of the bullets impact outside. Nowhere close enough to actually hit you. But, yeah, that was fire from the guard hut. Feel free to make a driving roll to you know, stop and go somewhere else.
Yeah, she'll make a drive check.
Yep.
To, you know, just hit the emergency brake.
Oh,
hard
you're
left
doing
turn,
a
spin around. Yep.
flip around.
Bootlegger.
Yeah.
Old bootlegger.
Excellent.
And she is going to make for the runway instead.
Make for the runway instead. Yep. And that is not quite yet, because we do have to go back to Ligotti. You're outside this place. You've seen O'Shea drive off. Where are you going?
I was gonna head back to check on stuff at the bunks.
Oh, at the bunks? Okay.
Yeah.
You will hear Sprague coming out screaming from the administrative offices, but you're on your way to the bunks at that point. So I'm gonna remove you from there. Long, you're still in that strange state that you've been before, because you've been freezing. But you will soon snap out of it. However, Ligotti, this is interesting what you see now. You're marching across the plains towards the huts, the dorms. In the sky, it's overcast tonight. It's cloudy. You can't see the stars. But what you can see is something, a light in the sky, and you can kind of just, you know, it captures your eyes as it moves. It has all kinds of weird colors: orange, green, blue. It's coming in. It's not an aircraft. You can't hear any jets or anything like that. And it's stopping. It's about the size of maybe a van or so. And it's stopping and comes in over the Air Force Base. And then, just when it's right over that van, BAM! A flash of light, like lightning, but just strikes down to the van. And then whatever it was that, crystal? It just lawn darts right into the graveyard. And everything goes completely black. At exact that moment, your Jeep cuts out, O'Shea. It's just dead. And, yeah, you saw that, didn't you?
Holy shit, what the fuck is that? Oh, fuck me.
Feel free to roll another sanity check, because that was not normal.
Fuck me.
Oh, dear.
Fuck me.
No, not an intelligence check this time. You will, in fact,
Oh, that's close.
yeah. O'Shea, you lose 1 sanity. Ligotti, you lose D4.
Oh, D4, I rolled a D6.
Yeah, just a D4.
That's slightly better.
Yeah. Long, you didn't see this, so you don't have to roll the sanity check for that particular thing. It was
Okay, that works for me.
not a helicopter, it was not an airplane, it was a flying crystal. And it's now a lawn dart in the graveyard. And still glowing a bit. O'Shea, you can see it too, because you just, you know, your car is just done. Looking around, you can see something smoking in the graveyard, and everything is pitch dark. Price, you were coming out of at least your fight, flight, or freeze mode, but you still have your problem with the threshold. Long, you're also coming out of your freeze.
I would like to attempt to break my zip ties.
Of course, there's almost no one left in there to stop you, except for Long, of course.
He's all froze up. And
Yeah,
we got somebody
yeah.
into fetal position crying.
Feel free to roll, what should that be? Zip ties. I've run
Strength.
this scenario many times, but this has never happened.
Straight strength for a burst.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go with
you
that.
keep working them till you can pop it.
yeah.
Big money, big money, big money.
I'll give it to you. You're a big, burly, strong guy, and they're not terribly resilient.
Now, I'm going to give y'all one gimme. Nobody at any point ever said anything about disarming me.
Nope.
I'll give y'all the gimme of taking the rifle away.
The rifle would be in the guard hut.
Does say the
In regulation, right?
Your sidearm's definitely with you.
Yeah, your sidearm is definitely with you.
or at least somewhere in there, since I would assume we at least got it out of your hands, but didn't necessarily keep it.
I figured as the third person in, I had his legs.
That's a fair point.
Right.
I'm gonna say that maybe this is a contest between Long, who's snapping out of his freeze, and Price to get to the sidearm. Is that the case, perhaps?
I'm completely down for that. Sorry, I got some people talking in the room.
Since this would be a speed check more than anything else, roll Dex.
All right, so
Or Athletics, whichever is better.
let me see here. I'm shooting from one with a higher score, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a 70 is probably going to be my highest score.
That would probably be so.
Oh,
Ooh.
poor Price.
That's terrible. Price will not win that one. Yeah, Long, you snap it up. You have the sidearm. Price does not.
All right, Price. I'm assuming it probably has a flashlight on the bottom of it, doesn't it? Or are the lights completely out inside too?
Yeah, no, everything is dark. Everything is completely black. Pitch black.
All right, Price. Price, just listen to me here a second, okay? What the fuck just happened? Let's just get the hell out of here. No one gets hurt, okay?
Hey, Mikhail,
Yep.
I've completely broken, yes?
Yes. You
Okay.
are.
While he's talking, I'd like to take his head off.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh shit.
You have yeah, it's just a fist, I'm guessing. There we go.
Yes.
You will have to roll your unarmed there to not be hit on the schnozzle. You are hit. And
do remember,
that's
due to my 17 in strength, I do 2 additional damage.
Yeah, so that's a D4 plus 1, because it's normally a D4 minus 1. So Frank Long is about to get clocked again. Well, that's not too bad. It's not too hard. 2 points of damage to you. You are now down to
9.
yeah, still above half. So that's a good thing.
And as the punch comes in, he feels it. He's going to reflexively pull the trigger.
Bang. Yep.
So, let me see here. Firearms.
Yep.
Okay. Do I take a negatives to this, or
I'll give you minus 20 for conditions, if you will. Bang! Somewhere in the wall there is a bullet hole. Meanwhile, outside, what is Ligotti and O'Shea doing?
Ligotti's gonna leg it towards the crash site because I might be able to deal with something I'm worried about there.
Mm-hmm. O'Shea?
O'Shea, having climbed up in the Jeep and kind of looking around, you say it's dark out, like,
Yep.
but is there at least enough light for her to make out the radar there off in the distance?
It's you have your ambient light. It's a Saturday night. You will, since it's cloudy, there's not too much moonlight or starlight around. But once you get used to the darkness, because first you're night blind because you had headlights and all that stuff. It's going to take you a couple of minutes for your eyes to adjust properly. But otherwise, it's just the typical cloudy night type of dark. So once your eyes adjust, you'll be able to make out shapes and silhouettes and people and all that stuff.
Okay. Once her eyesight's adjusted enough and she can start making off more buildings off there in the north corner, she's gonna kind of look in the direction that the crystal was, but then she's gonna head in the direction of what she assumes would be a motor pool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you'll start trekking generally north on your feet. And Ligotti, as you are rushing north towards this crash site, you will notice a couple of interesting things. Now that it's this level of dark, there is a light inside the van. It's a pulsating light. It's growing and waning and getting stronger. Orange, yellow, red, purple, fluctuating in there. But not just that. You can't see the guards anymore outside the van. Oh yeah, there they are. They're lying down on the ground just next to the van.
Oh, good.
And as you run, Ligotti, you will hear... well, first of all, you'll hear the gunshot from behind you, from that pistol. That's and, of course, that salvo that was thrown to O'Shea. So first, da-da-dang! And then a little bit later, maybe half a minute, bang! And then I believe it's time for another sanity check.
Oh, baby.
So close.
Yep. And it's a D6 again for those failures. May the dice ever be so kind. Okay.
No. No.
Wait, is it just flat failures even if we did succeed in
No, if you succeed your sanity check, there's no problem.
I mean, if
Hold on.
sanity
Let me-
but succeed intel.
No, if your sanity fails, it's a D6.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We're in the deep end.
Yep, you're in the deep end. O'Shea, you are trotting across there, and then you feel that panic again, and you see things. No, you don't. Yeah, let's see. No, you do. Yeah, you don't see things, but you feel the panic in your heart again. Fight, flight, or freeze.
Still flight. So she is
just
kicking
running
into
towards
high
the motor
gear.
pool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's sprinting.
Meanwhile, in the dining area, in the common room, where Long and Price are fighting it out to apparently the death, someone comes in through the door. You can see the silhouette. It's Sprague. He has himself an assault rifle. He can't
Dodge.
see anything in there, but he shoots everywhere.
Oh, fuck.
You get a chance to dodge. I'll allow you to dodge. Unless you have like a fight, flight, or stuff going on right now.
Does he need to roll first?
Yes, I'm gonna roll it first.
Yeah, because margin's going to matter if everyone succeeds.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, thank
Okay, that
God.
fails dramatically. You fucking mutineers! Is what you hear. And he just bum. He is not doing a short controlled burst. He is not double tapping. He is just going for it.
He's mag dumping.
Yep.
Ganeth,
Well.
what's your dex?
My dex is 11.
Okay, you will go before me.
At the awful cacophony and staccato of an M16 firing off, let's just see what a 9mm what 9mm of hot lead does to a crazy major.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a plus 20 for that, because as dark as it is, your eyes are starting to get used to it, and he is a silhouette against the night, so it's easier to see him because of that. Silhouettes are lovely. Oh dear!
No!
The dice are just not with you, are they, sir?
Okay, ask these two. They know exactly what my dice rolls are like, especially in the most critical of circumstances. But,
Interesting. So, is this the clip actually falling out of the gun? Or is your gun jam? What are we saying here?
I was gonna say he was gonna shoot, and there's a He did shoot. He missed. And there's a sullen thunk on the floor as the mag hits the ground.
As he tries to work the slide and hits the release.
Exactly. Dunk. Price, what will you do? Are you gonna kill Long now?
Price turns and looks at Long.
Yeah.
Sees the mag hit the ground.
That's
And
your
his
baby.
and his thick southern tenor, he will look at Long. Run, rabbit. Then he will turn to the more inherent threat
Of the major.
the assault rifle, and I would like to introduce him to a Glasgow kiss, otherwise known as a headbutt.
I will have to make you roll a sanity roll for being fired upon. You are not adapted to violence, any of you. So if you fail that, you will lose the sanity because someone is shooting at you. You're basically in a fight of life and death right now.
You realize that these sanity rolls are kind of a foregone issue with me, right?
Yep.
Well, that's the type of spiral those checks are.
Yep. You do not lose sanity points, so you don't have to actually duck and cover, which is lovely. Yeah, I guess you are bum rushing the major and giving him a headbutt. Go ahead and roll your close combat.
Used to bum rushing guys with guns.
Or a rifle butt in this case. Bang!
No.
Oh.
Do we get rerolls?
Do I have a
Nope.
fate point or something?
No fate point in this game. You
Can
rush
give the
up
GM
there, you
threat.
swing that thing, but apparently your rifle butt gets caught on the door side. Like, you're swinging just a little bit too wide. So you don't hit home with the major. Meanwhile, outside, this is wild, you folks. Ligotti, you're rushing up towards the van. O'Shea, you're rushing desperately up towards the motor pool. Yeah, you can hear the gunfire behind you now that it's just increasing. Bang, ba ba bang, 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 da 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 da. Someone is losing it in there. You're gonna be by that gate there. And I'm gonna do one more round with you guys in here before we do the next sanity roll, because the fighting takes longer than just a few. It takes, each turn is a few seconds, right? So, yeah, okay. Let's see now. Sprog's dexterity is only 8, so he is not a fast fella.
Hey ho, Major the Sprog here.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to make sure it ain't easy being green.
I guess it is in fact Long who is the fastest of you.
Yep.
Given I've succeeded the sanity check before, would Long have enough mental fortitude to grab the magazine off the floor?
Yes.
And then book it?
Yes, he does.
Just
I
like
will give you that. You grab
He's in
the
a rush.
magazine and where do you book it?
At the back.
Out the back? Yeah, that's fair.
up to the
There's a-
storage room and
Yep.
out the back.
As you run through the storage room, you can see Lundy. Well, no, you can't see Lundy. He's not there anymore. So, yep, you run out. And let's see now. Oh, yeah, you're coming there.
Oh no.
No, I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna say like this: as you come out there, on the backside, you will hear one of it's either Carter or Dunstan. You can't tell by the voice, but one of them is screaming, and the scream is cut short.
I'm so glad that I took that left at Albuquerque and did not go into the barracks.
All right, we are back to our other friends with Price and the Major. Price, you're first. I guess you get the chance to maul him again, and this time you might just hit. Of course, he is also, I mean, about as sane as you are. But he will definitely try to, he fails. So that's a D4 plus 1. Oh! Yep, you smack him. Right now, you are basically he can't get his gun up, but you are involved in a hand-to-hand fisticuff right now. There's two.
That's why I rushed him.
Yeah, there's an assault rifle lying on the ground, and you're just wailing, bam, bam, bam. His nose is bleeding. He has a bad gash on the cheek, and
all of the tricks that you do not use in a decent, honorable street fight.
That's
Fish hooking, eye gouging, biting, ripping. I am doing
Joint
all of
tech
this.
kicks.
all of them. And that's when we get another sanity check, everyone. Yeah, the pressure on your mind is still on. Ligoti is fine this time. Price, not so much. O'Shea is good.
I'm keeping it in check because I'm gonna murder me some spooks.
You are.
I don't know. It looks like sounds like the crystal already did your job for you.
Yeah, I'm making sure.
O'Shea, we're missing no one. Everybody's done that. Okay. So I guess, yeah, that was Price losing a bit more as he's involved in a fight to the death against Sprague. Ligoti, you have now arrived at the van. It smells burnt flesh. Fried flesh to high heaven here. And yeah, you haven't seen bodies burned like this before, have you?
Nope,
Doesn't
I'm
have a
not
hankering for
fire
pulled
response.
pork.
You're not fire response. This is true. That's sanity check.
Oh, thread the needle.
I was about to say, is this going to turn into the Simpsons meme? That's a sanity check.
Yeah, that's a mutilated corpse, basically. But you do not lose any sanity over that. You see the burnt husks that remain of these two soldiers. It's like their helmets have melted across their heads, and they are extremely dead. Those brains must be cooked. And yeah, the van is there, and it's sitting unguarded.
How are their guns looking?
They're looking just fine.
Excellent. I think I have me some rifle.
And I'm just put out on the map there the crystal
For no
that
particular reason.
crashed in the graveyard. Yes, you now have an assault rifle. It's a good gun.
Yeah, I'm gonna spare them each couple rounds just to make sure that they're not miserable.
Yeah, that's no problem at all. They are definitely beyond feeling miserable at this point.
I gotta find the two suits.
Yep.
I think that unfortunately is gonna take me closer to the crystal.
That might be the case. Yeah, you are by the van. The van is locked.
Oh, please.
Oh, you're gonna shoot it?
Locked.
You're gonna shoot it?
Here comes the maintenance.
Bang, bang! It is also bulletproof.
Oh no. I'm more likely to, pop that lock with some wire and a pin.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Feel free to pop that lock with some wire and a pin.
I just have to see if there's actually relevant skill for that.
I would go with, let's see, where do we have?
Security?
I believe it might be, yeah. Let's have a look.
Say there isn't a security. I bet stealth. I've got.
Survival?
Not quite that, no. I would go with... That's interesting, not a lockpick
Yeah.
skill.
Really? I know.
Isn't that... That's no.
Forensics would be a stretch.
Yeah, no, that's a stretch. What did I go? It's been so long since I played the Delta Green. I usually go with which one? It's not that one. It's. Let's make a decision. Shall we? It's not stealth either, is it? And you don't have mechanics on this sheet. I'm gonna allow you to do just go with an intelligence or. Yeah, you're trying to do this in a finicky way. So intelligence is better for you than dexterity. So roll intelligence to do the job. And that is a success. Yeah, you're trying to get yourself into that. This is a damn good lock. Like, as a mechanic, getting into a car is not something hard for you to do. You know exactly. You know what car thieves do. It's simple and it's fast.
I have no idea what
you have no
car
idea.
thieves do.
It's a 10-second affair.
Yeah.
These guys are something else, and you're gonna get it open. It's just gonna take much longer than usual because this thing is state of the art. It's something ridiculous. Meanwhile, O'Shea, you are running up to the motor pole and getting yourself a car, I guess, a 4x4 or something. What are you getting here?
A fire truck.
Fire
Yeah,
truck.
no, she's gonna instantly look for the one that she knows that she's been paying them to soup up for her. Try and turn it over. I'm guessing it doesn't turn over.
Yeah.
She'll swear, hit the horn, and hop out and open the hood and try and take a look.
Yeah, everything seems absolutely stone cold dead out here. We get back into a particular melee between a corporal and a major who are trying to kill each other. And of course, Corporal, you're first. Are you gonna wail at him again?
You bet your ass I am.
Good for you. Yeah, he's trying to survive this. It's not gonna go well for him. Nope. Bam. D4 plus 1 again. You rolled terribly on those
I
damage
can't
rolls.
roll above a 1 for damage.
You keep pulling your punches.
It's like, I want to do this, but I don't want to do this. You're fighting
I
yourself.
want
You're
him
punching
to suffer. I'm taking
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah, he's
That's why you're not
you're
hitting
hitting him
with
in
your
the
hammer.
ribs. He is bruised. Lung, what are you doing here? You are
You're not using your
getting
primary.
out, and you are now behind the shed there. Where are you going?
Okay. One of the big things that he's going to be doing is just like pulling his pistol to ray position, just like slowly creeping his way toward the barracks building and just sweeping across the area, see if he can't spot Lundy. Just like a shout whisper.
You can spot Lundy. He's sitting out here in the middle of the field and just kind of.
Oh.
He's a goner.
At
Okay.
least he's the safest of
Okay.
us.
All right. All right. Gotta grab. Stuff. Gotta grab my stuff. Okay. Gotta grab something. Just get. Fuck! And he's going to slowly creep up toward the barracks building after hearing the woman scream and just be like, okay. God let it be Dunsey. God let it be Dunsey.
I'll roll it.
God let it be Dunsey.
And it's gonna be 1 to 3. It's gonna be 1 to 3 is Carter and 4 to 6. Okay, it was Carter who screamed.
Who was screaming?
Carter was screaming. Dunsany's coming
and
out.
no longer.
Dunsany's is coming out there, and you can see her walk along the mezzanine there of the motel-like barracks, and she's like, "Carter, you're right, Carter." And then you see something there. It looks like from the wall itself, 2 really long arms, longer than any human has a right to have. Are they furry? Are those like foot-long claws on the tops of those hands? Just grabs Dunsany, yanks her into the wall. She's gone. Roll sanity.
This is gonna be a D10 loss.
No, just a 1.
Oh, hey, success.
Yep. Was it because your angles are off because it's dark, or did she just get dragged into a wall?
Long's just gonna stand there momentarily with his pistol up, just like, "Bye, Felicia," and just promptly just try to get turned around and nope the fuck out of there. I'm trying to remember which buildings have the fuel in them.
18, yeah, 18. Those.
That's the fuel
Just
depot
like-
area.
Yeah, that's right down there. All of these have fuel in them.
It's like,
They are.
Yeah.
That is ignitable. Yes.
Frank, you're never gonna make fetch happen.
all right, yeah, no, he's just gonna like, okay, 7 fuckies here. Armory got raided. All I got is a pistol, and my shit's all the way on the other side of the base.
Yep.
I'm looking for the fucking firepower. Quite literally in this case, and he's
Yep.
guys
Start
start-
running.
yeah.
The power of arson.
Ligotti, back to you. It's taken you a good long minute or more, which means that everybody has to do their favorite thing, which is roll setting.
Oh.
Oh dear, Ligotti.
Oh,
Oh.
nice, but dang.
Nice.
Long is fine. Wait, but Long rolled your... Oh, that was the other sanity, yes. So, yeah, now you failed, and yeah, that's a lot of... O'Shea is fine this time, but nobody else. Roll a d6, everyone.
He's too busy being
Christ.
pissed.
Oh!
Ligotti!
Oh,
Oh,
and that
dear.
is below breaking point on top of that.
Fight,
I mean,
flight, or
question-
freeze.
what is breaking point?
It's when you go to indefinite insanity.
Oh, when he hit 0.
No,
No.
No,
when
that's
you hit where your
permanent
breaking
insanity.
point number is.
Yeah.
'Cause
Are you
ini-
below
if
that
If
number?
you read your details, you have initial, temporary, and then indefinite, and then permanent.
Yeah.
Mine didn't have numbers attached to it.
No, I know. It's the indefinite one.
Yeah.
So, Daneth, if you look on your sheet, just below sanity, you see where it says breaking point. If your sanity is below that breaking point,
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I
Ligotti, we may survive
Right.
this just because we're not caught in the fireball.
I'm right there. I
Ligotti's
am
answer is
right.
fight because of my insanity stuff.
Okay, my current. Okay, can I say my current sanity point?
Yeah.
My current sanity is 52. My breaking point is 52. I screw up one more time, and something's gonna go screwy.
No, you just hit your breaking point. That's exactly
Yeah,
it.
it's
We're now
neither be-
insane.
Oh
Yes.
well, it's a good thing I'm running out toward the fire tanks, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody is at their breaking point now. Is O'Shea there as well?
She's been. There's a reason she was booking it. It's because she hit her breaking point. She doesn't know where she's at. She's
Okay,
just going
yeah.
off of basic knowledge.
Everybody is insane this time. That's lovely.
Is that first, or is that not so much?
So Ligotti, you are running away from the van now, are you? Or you said
Well,
flight?
I'm in fight.
Oh, you're in a
but,
fight. Oh, so you start
yeah.
bashing it instead.
Yeah. Yeah, because I gotta make sure I get rid of these guys.
So
before
just
I then follow
as,
up.
because you have been doing it a good minute, and then it clicks open, and the doors swing open, and what you see inside is a couple of people in there who are just as fried as the people on the outside.
I waste the clip.
And and like their eyes have literally exploded, and it's just their faces are a mess. You can roll a sanity for that too, of course.
Fuck this! Fuck you! Fuck everything!
Fuck everything.
away, Marion.
You don't lose
Look
anything for that one.
Welcome
But there's
to
a
Raiders of
huge-
the Lost Ark, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a huge electronic device that fills half of the back of the van, and there's a glass window in it, and there is mounted a glowing piece of crystal that looks exactly like the thing that was flying, but smaller. And it's just wom, 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 and it's undulating faster and faster.
So that fucking device, that's got all the intel they've been gathering, and I got to make sure I get rid of that before I go and take care of any incriminating evidence.
Yep.
So I got to shatter that dome and take out that machine.
So
I think there's another assault
Is that what you're
rifle.
doing?
Yeah.
You're just unloading the whole thing. Ah, you riddle it
You
with bullets.
fucking spokes wrote in a bad thing.
It was already bad.
Yeah, what happens is it's just a complete spray of bullets all across this machine that goes, and whatever it was you did, whatever you hit, that crystal is being drawn into the thing automatically when those bullets are starting to hit it. It must have had a failsafe or something, and then a lid comes on it, and it goes completely black. There's no lights coming from it anymore, and that pressure that you've been feeling in your head all day long, it's gone now.
That's perfect. I need to be clear-headed when I go and deal with things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody's still out of their minds. Yeah, so let's get back to that fight between the Major and the Corporal.
Meanwhile, back on the ranch.
Poof, exactly.
I missed.
You missed, and the Major will absolutely try to wail back at you and hit you this time. But the Major is nowhere near as strong as you are, so that's nothing. You're
He
playing
goes
at
to
each
punch you
other.
and instead he gently caresses your cheek.
It
You're
was
having
not
a
a
moment.
fumble. You are just wailing at each other and hitting air, and yeah, he does hit your shoulder, but in your state of mind, you don't feel a thing. Long, you are running out to the
The fuel trucks.
places where you shouldn't be. Is that what we're saying?
Pyromaniac arsonists go near the high-end fuel.
Exactly.
They've been keeping together lately. This is just like after seeing those arms, it's just like, okay, nope. I've got a solution for this.
Fire fixes everything.
Punch him with fire.
It fixed my gambling addiction. It fixed my money situation. It fixed my marriage. It's gonna fix this.
Yeah, he's probably literally muttering that, but nobody's around to hear it. O'Shea,
I'm
where?
surprised that Klein didn't try to shoot at him.
That's a bit of a stretch in terms of distance.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because you have to remember, like, the boxes with 7, 8,
Like
9,
the
that's a small
runway.
house.
Use the runway for scale. It's a while, right? Have to be
Fair.
O'Shea, you are doing what after your complete failure to get things out running there?
Failing to get anything running there, she's going to go back out and start looking for any other vehicles. And I'm guessing she can maybe make out the black van with the backlighting from the crystal.
I mean, yes, you can.
And the flashlight of the flashing light of bullet fire.
Yes. In fact, that's what you see, because when you come out there, you see like how that flashing light, and then it is gone after a spray of bullets, and then it's all, there's no more light there. But there's a van there. Your eyes have adapted to the darkness now.
Seeing the van,
You're gonna run that way.
she's gonna run that way.
Rushing towards it, in fact. Yeah, okay. Ligotti, you have destroyed the thing inside the van.
Well, I have to get to the postal exchange. Well, as discreetly as I can.
So you run back and
Yeah.
pass O'Shea on the way.
Yeah.
You will see Ligotti.
Fucking corpses! Oh my shit! I ain't seen shit like that before.
Wait, was the car working?
I don't know.
It just runs past. That's all you get. He has an assault rifle in his hands.
She's gonna let him go. I mean, he was shooting at things, so he's clearly willing to use it. She's not gonna deal with that shit right now.
So you're going up to the van and you're trying to make it work, and you will see the corpses lying there. Feel free to roll that sweet sanity.
How
Delicious
magnanimous.
sanity.
Yes, I am that. That's another point.
That's a sanity loss.
Just a point.
Yes, just a point.
That's a sanity check.
They're just corpses. I mean, they died horribly, but they're just corpses compared to everything else.
The only way in... No, you don't have to do the intelligence thing for this one.
Oh, okay.
The only way into the van, because it's locked, is to go through those burglarized doors on the back and climb past the dead bodies of some kind of technicians in there that also had these weird helmets. In fact, they had the suits on, and yeah, their melted eyes and all that. But apparently that phases you a bit, so you will probably remember that scene if you live through the night. Long, you are by the huts by now. What do we do with these interesting huts? You will know exactly which ones are filled with gasoline, because that's your job as, you know, the fire rescue person.
Yep. And were there any trucks here? Like fueling trucks?
No, they are kept in the motor pool.
It's just like, shit. Okay, I can, how long is this hose? How long is this hose? How long is this hose? And he's just like mumbling to himself, like
Does the
repeating the
math.
same thing over and over again. He's just like trying to couple as many hoses as he can together.
And get them all the way.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a truck on hand. He's like, I gotta do what I gotta do.
An alternative might be to get a bunch of jerry cans, fill them up, and leg it back.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's probably a better idea. Just like
Yep.
grabbing his whatever he can haul in his hand, just like, gotta do what I gotta do. 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 Gotta do what I. And,
Meanwhile,
I'm just gonna-
the fight continues.
I was gonna say, GM, do you mind if I roll Sandy for myself there, because he's just like working himself into a frenzy?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can do it. He's doing the thing. He's gonna keep doing, yeah, he's doing things over there that nobody wants to know about. Okay, this time maybe BAM! That's got him. Oh my god. Yeah, he goes down like a sack. Just, he's down on the ground now.
There is an unsecured assault rifle in the room, yes?
There is.
I would like to secure the assault rifle. You would then hear 3 distinctive
Boom, boom, boom.
3-round bursts as I kill the knocked out guy, the fetal position guy, and him.
Oh, Buck, Campbell, and Sprague. One at a time.
I would
Executed.
then reload.
Meanwhile, over here, Ligotti,
Wow.
you are in fact approaching the administrative area now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna duck behind that building and stop moving more stealthily, like, because
That
I
could
just
be a
heard
good idea.
I just heard a couple assassination bursts.
You just heard a couple of assassination bursts exactly, and that's ominous.
Yeah.
Feel free to roll stealth.
Like, I'm fixated. I'm not crazy. Oh.
Oh dear.
Hopefully
other
I can
hand-
just stay out of sight anyway.
Price might not know. Yeah, I think Price will notice you.
Which would be louder, him or the guy that's crying in the middle of the field?
Oh.
Probably the guy that is crying in the middle of the field.
Okay. You would see the door swing open and Bryce, completely covered, head to toe in blood, carrying an assault rifle, begins stepping out, but he doesn't seem to be looking in your direction.
So Legati feels he dodged the bullet as you didn't lock eyes with him and started moving the other way.
Pretty much. Let's see now. We have one.
I just really hope I don't get into an actual firefight. Oh my god, that firearm skill. I'm a much better brawler, and I don't want to brawl that guy either.
Price, as you are moving along down towards the field with your gun, something reaches out. You're literally passing by the corner of the mess hall, and something reaches out for you.
Is this
From the
something
freaking wall.
Is this something I could attempt to dodge in my preternatural horror movie slasher state?
You can. That is, in fact, you have succeeded by 16, it succeeded by 10, it wins. It slashes you. 6 points of damage right across your chest. That hurts a lot. Also, roll sanity, because you see arms literally coming out. The walls on that corner are rippling as this strange thing with ape-like sized arms just reach out to try to grab you. It doesn't quite succeed to grab you, but you just lost 10 sanity points for seeing that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, jeez.
This is going to be a one-time use character.
Yep!
We all are.
There's a reason why I
all
don't use this
float
scenario
here.
for a campaign.
We all float here.
Do you have any sanity left now?
Shockingly enough,
He's
yes.
got 24.
Now, is it still in the double digits, or is it single?
I have exactly 24.
Yeah, so that thing just came out of the corner, literally, and the walls itself. Two long, like gorilla-sized furry arms with foot-long claws that just cuts over you. Only your combat training allows you to sidestep it enough to not get dragged back into that floating wall as the arms disappear again.
Three massive slashes appear across his chest, actually causing his mollywebbing and his ballistic armor to drop to the floor. He doesn't seem to notice. He keeps moving. He has chosen his target.
He
Don't
has
kill
chosen his
Lenny.
target. Ligati, if you roll an alertness, please. You might have seen this, and you might not. You have seen this.
I don't
As
know
you-
if I feel good or not.
And the reason here is, of course,
isn't a
you
good
were looking at Price, because he is
Yeah.
in a murderer's rage. You wanted to see where he was. And then you saw those arms. Roll sanity.
Nope.
Oh, darn.
Attack of the cat.
That's a D10 for you.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Oh,
That's
no.
bad. Fight, flight, or freeze.
Freeze now. Between Price and that, it's like, oh no, I'm hugging this wall. I'm not moving. Oh god.
Oh no! Oh no! Are you sure about that?
Unfortunately, yes.
enough.
Meanwhile, O'Shea, you're working really hard on getting the van working. Nothing seems. It's just dead. It's fried. It's dead. It's a goner. That's the point at which you see two figures they're about the size of 10-year-olds. Coming, you can see their silhouettes against the glow from that crystal. They have unnaturally long arms and legs. They are thinner than any human has a right to be. Roll sanity.
Oh.
Wow.
How about that? You only
She's
lose
too
the one.
focused on getting the engine turned over.
Yeah, I didn't see what I thought I saw.
You only lose the one as you see these two. They are slowly moving towards the van.
Oh no, fuck that. Jeez. Nope. It's not working. None of this is working. So here's the question. What type of security fence is that?
It's not electrified, if that's what you're wondering. Also, if
Okay.
it was, it would be
10 foot
turned
tall
off
with
by
razor
now.
wire.
But it does have barbed wire on top.
I think she's kind of hit that point where
She doesn't care.
fuck it. I'm gonna take the damage. I need to get out of here. So
It's
she's
just
going
barbed
to,
wire.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's going to bolt out of because I'm guessing the graveyard's cordoned off. She's going to bolt out of it.
Yeah, like so.
Yeah, and then just immediately make as fast as she can for the closest area to the security fence.
Yeah, it
I don't
might
know if
be
that's
just
straight across or
maybe, and
around.
it's. Yeah, I'm guessing it's straight across with the logic, because she would get closer to these things if she
Straight
doubles
shot.
back. So yeah.
Yeah.
So she's just legging it right now. Long, you have some jerry cans here, and you're starting to move towards the buildings, of course. Legging it across. When you see Price coming from the other side, he seems to be completely oblivious to you.
Gotta do what I gotta do. 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 Gotta do. He's gonna head up toward the side of the building over here, away from Long, behind him, and
The postal exchange.
Yeah, the
Why does everybody keep running from me?
and probably make his way toward the postal exchange because, well, paper burns.
paper burns.
It burns.
Yeah, Ligotti, you're still frozen in place. You can see Lone coming from the other direction with 2 jerry cans. Yeah, Price, you're approaching poor Lundy. I guess Lundy will not be long for this world.
Is this basically just a free kill?
Yes.
All right. Price walks up, lays one hand on the back of Price's neck, reaches forward, grabbing underneath his chin, and does everything in his considerable power to just rip his head back off.
Crack. Poor Lundy.
Or Lundy.
Do I hear noise coming from anywhere?
Like more gunfire at the gate.
Gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah,
Gotta do what
that
I
is
gotta
probably...
do.
Roll
Gotta do what I
alertness,
gotta do.
and we'll see if you hear Lone muttering.
Oh no! Oh wait, that's a chase. Oh, no!
You can hear Long muttering. As
do what I gotta
Long is getting up there, I'm gonna roll a d6. We'll see who gets it this time. Okay. Yeah. You're standing there in a freeze, Ligotti, when the wall right next to you.
No! Go for Long. He's the asshole with rank.
Did he ever abuse the rank with Ligotti? No, he liked Ligotti.
I don't know. Oh!
Oh!
Oh shit.
I don't know who is the lucky star in your life there, Ligotti.
Long.
But the thing misses you completely. I guess you just step away from the wall at just the right moment. The wall starts rippling, and you saw that before. So you just basically throw yourself on the ground, and those 2 arms just come out there and sweep into the air into nothing and miss you.
There. Move myself just enough to have thrown myself to the side.
Yeah, unfortunately, you still have to roll sanity for seeing that thing.
Of course I do.
Wouldn't be any fun if you did.
And
course
that's
I
another.
D6.
Oh jeez.
Or are we up to
Is it a
D10?
six?
D10 for that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna
Oh,
say
no.
this thing's an Eldritch Horror type monster.
Yes, it's
Oh
worse.
no.
Yeah, it's
oh,
bad.
no.
Ligotti would never be the same again. Long, you are by the postal exchange now. What do you do? You can roll an alertness, by the way, because you might actually see what Ligotti just saw. You do not. You are focused. You are target fixated, Long.
As he approaches the wall, he is just going to break a window, set one of the jerry cans down, take off the lid, and just splash some on the side of the wall.
Yep. Splash,
just-
splash, splash.
Splash, splash, and promptly recap it. Get at least 20 yards away before he pulls the pistol and shoots at where he splashed the fuel at.
Thanks,
All right.
Dan. Make more noise. This
Yeah.
works great for me.
I mean, you can have yourself some kind of other ignitable source, right? Other
Oh.
than a pistol. You can have a Zippo with a wet rag or what have you. You've
Yeah.
had a little bit of time over there by the tanks to jury-rig something.
Yeah, he'll probably have like probably ripped his jacket up a little bit, just dab a little bit of fuel. It would have evaporated to the point now where it wouldn't just instantly ignite in his hand, but just enough that he could toss the ball of cloth into the puddle of aircraft fuel.
Woof.
Yeah.
And-
Woof. You will get to roll another alertness as Price is approaching you, because you're about to light everything up in a beautiful colors of red and yellow. You see Price. He's coming at you. Isn't it nice to see the flames? The purifying flames. And Price is there. What do you do, Price?
How far away is it?
In range for your assault rifle, if that's what you're wondering.
So do we start playing Jason's theme or Jaws?
Hey, he's backlit by all these flames and everything.
Yeah, plus 20.
Oh, no.
Silhouettes are lovely. Yep, that's a hit. Roll the lethality. This is the interesting part. So, you roll a D100. If you roll equal to or below the lethality rating of the assault rifle in question, he dies. Like, Long dies automatically. You
I
do
have
not.
no idea. I have no idea what the lethality weapon rating on this weapon is.
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't filled that in apparently. It's an assault rifle, so I think it's 15%.
Okay.
It's definitely nowhere close to 100. But I think it doesn't matter because you rolled 98, and when you roll for lethality, and if you don't get an auto kill, the damage is the tens and the ones together. So that's 17 points of damage to
Oh.
poor Long.
Long is okay. I'm
He's not
negative 6. I'm negative 8.
Yeah, you're down.
I'm sorry,
Brum.
Janeth. Bad OPSEC. You were making too much noise.
Yeah, Long is down.
It's just like the shot just goes through his chest, and he's just like just laying there with the 2 jerry cans next to him, just like,
just
gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta do what I gotta do. Can't get me. Can't do it. Burn it.
Did Ligotti see
Burn
this?
it. Burn it.
Yes.
Burn
Thank God he
it!
would have seen this.
I-
And down he goes.
Can I
And
do something for Daneth's character that he would really enjoy? Make sure he goes out the right way.
of course.
In typical Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers fashion, like Price just picks up one of the jerry cans and completely dumps it probably on Long's still suffering form.
Oh man, I wish I could shoot right
He's
now.
still just like his head shit, like a, you know, the Terminator 2 with the, I forget his name, but the scientist guy. He's just like breathing, just like start.
Dyson, yeah.
He's just like holding up the lighter, just like. It is. Tell me he's booking it the hell out of Dodge, because this shit's explosive.
That's why I wanted to shoot.
So, kaboom!
After dumping all the shit on you, yes, Price
Just
would have turned and started walking away. Not running, because slasher villain. But
it's
he
just
is
like-
moving away.
His head is so shaking and trembling. He's just looking at the lighter, just longingly. Can't get me. Won't get me.
Kaboom!
Boosh.
Oh, what an ending.
Sorry, I'm
So
sorry.
I get the cool walk out of the fire moment.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
taking
you
over the
do get
narrative.
that.
Sorry for taking over the narrative bit there a little bit. But I kind of figured, hey, if my character's dying, I want to have this come out right.
I'm sorry, Dana.
Hey, don't sweat it.
Yeah, you see a friend get gruesomely killed over there, Ligotti. Roll sanity. This is helplessness check. Like, it's horrifying to you.
So close.
So close.
Oh,
And
you
that's a
hate to see
D6. That's a D6.
it. Ooh.
Oh, fight, flight, or freeze.
Fight. He just took out my buddy.
You gotta kill Price.
Yeah, I gotta kill Price.
You're gonna run up. Ah! Are you screaming like a banshee too?
No, I've internalized this because of my because I'm normally a paranoid motherfucker.
Oh, you're quiet then. Roll stealth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna allow that.
Oh, excuse me.
Price is probably not even noticing this. Ooh, look at that. Alertness for Price.
I think we've officially gone Lord of the Flies here.
Yes, you have.
Oh, his margin's better.
Yes, his margin is better. Price, you hear steps behind you. Before we get there, though, O'Shea, you are crossing across the runways, both runways, and you get to the... I'm wanting an athletics check for you to get across the chain link fence and out the other side. Through
Wait,
the
when
barbed
did the two
wire.
Greys show up?
Oh, they that's what she's running from.
Yep. You just can't see them yet. You're kind of focused on other things.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if Smith That's Smith. What? Yeah, if Smith survives this shit.
I'd be
He's
surprised
locked
if he didn't
in
already
a
smash his own
bunker.
skull against the bunker.
He's probably the one who's gonna live through it and has no idea what happened because he was locked in the consonant this whole time.
No, he knows one thing. His headache has stopped.
His headache has stopped.
Yep.
That's true.
Probably
He'll-
not.
he'll
I
come
hit
out
it
there and be
really
like,
hard.
What the fuck happened to this place? Burning, people dead. Well, what? That's hilarious. O'Shea, roll your athletics, please. Let's get you out of here.
Yes. She is going to do that. So
I'm gonna give you probably a
athletics.
D6 damage for climbing right through barbed wire, but that's fine.
Ugh.
Yeah, a D6 damage, or a D3 3+3 because you failed the check.
Yeah.
You're gonna cut yourself up pretty bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
At least it wasn't Constantino wire.
Yeah.
But you're not dead yet. You are bleeding from multiple gashes. Your uniform is in absolute tatters, cut to shreds. But you are on the other side, and I guess running away from the base. Which
Yeah.
might mean that you will survive this.
She did leave me a blood trail.
Yep.
Which means that we have Ligotti and Price left. And Ligotti, you were trying to sneak up on Price, but you failed. So, Price, who's faster here?
He
Oh
would be.
no.
Yeah.
I've got an 8.
Oh, no. I would
Yeah.
be. I've got a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have an assault
You
rifle,
turn around,
don't
the
you?
Gotti's got a scalpel clutched in a death grip that was just gonna jab into your fucking jugular.
That was a great idea. Too
Unfortunately,
bad we couldn't have sat down and talked about being serial killers together. You had to sneak up on me.
So, there will be some shooting here, I believe.
How close am I?
This is like yards away. I can put
Okay.
you on the other map here. So, Price, you are about there. You've just walked away from the burning body of Long. The post office. So over
Yeah.
there. And Ligotti has been sneaking around like so. and you will see him like there by the corner, and yeah, this is like D&D scale, so it's close enough. Not close enough for him to be able to attack you in melee, but close enough to shoot. Roll your lethality again, because I'm guessing you're still using the M16 there.
Correct.
It has a 10%.
Well,
Ow!
14 doesn't hit almost anyone.
Yeah. You were that anger inside you, and then blackness.
I'm sorry.
I always knew you were one of them. Fucking sellout.
Is he talking as he's bleeding down?
Yeah, as I'm dropping to my knees, clearly.
As I am heading
shot.
towards the Quonset hut, where the guy's tied up, I will plant a boot directly in Legati's throat as I'm going past.
Fuck it. And then bloody, bubbly blood just comes out of his mouth.
Oh yeah, that's a long shot.
Yeah.
And as you do this, get myself a alertness check on Price, if you please. This has been probably the bloodiest run I've ever done on this. Yes, Price, you see the two strange things by the silhouette of the crashed crystal thing, if nothing else, as you walk over the fields. You roll sanity for seeing something that is definitely not human, but vaguely humanoid, at least. That will be... Let's see now. That's just the one, actually.
They're so tame compared to everything else.
Pretty much. Yeah, there's two figures walking across the plains towards the staff center.
Okay, but they don't seem to be moving to engage me.
Nope. Well, yes, actually, now that they see you, they do start moving towards you.
You have
I
your
would
new
like to shoot the
targets.
fuck out of one of them.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Trum. That's a miss.
They have any reactions?
They will stop right there.
The audacity.
They put their arms up and far away from each other.
I will ignore them since they do not seem to pose a threat, and will begin moving towards Building 12.
One of them is holding a crystal on the head. It fell off when you took the shot, but it's putting it back up again.
With the amount of insanity that I'm going through, I don't even think that would register.
Probably not. Oh, you're starting to get to the Quonset hut?
Yep.
They will take a few steps towards you again. They say something. You can hear them say something.
I don't necessarily know that in Price's insanity ravaged mind that it would matter much. But feel free to tell me what they're saying.
Us require assistance. Our dog are injured and must be freed before it seizes. Yeah.
That does not involve bloodshed. It holds no interest for me at the current moment.
But it
We're
is
sorry.
inherently unnatural voices, so that will still require you to roll sanity.
Okay.
We're sorry, interdimensional AA is not available here.
Yeah, you don't lose any this time.
Because it doesn't register.
Because it doesn't register. You're just getting over to the Quonset hut and, I guess, breaking it open.
Yep. I will use 1 round on the lock on the door, and I will
Bang.
use 3 rounds on my buddy.
Well, your buddy has already been taken care of by something else. Torn to absolute shreds. There is a leg left.
Okay.
The wall got him.
Well, at least there's a leg to stand on.
I do believe I am in the area of the fence where our lovely XO would have did a runner over it and left a very healthy blood trail. Could I maybe do alertness or something to try to pick up the trail for the rest of my quarry?
I mean, it is dark.
Yeah, it's very dark, and she was running north of you. You wouldn't see the blood trail from there. Yeah, you're running out of quarry here.
No, there's the guy at the guard hut.
There's also the 2 creatures moving towards you.
Yes, there are. They are, in fact, moving towards you.
Alright, we're gonna go out in a fucking blaze of glory. As they continue approaching me, I would like to light one of them the fuck up.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Apparently they're immune to bullets.
Yeah, it's just bad aiming, that's all. They will stop again. Our dog are injured and must be freed before it seizes.
Am I
They're standing
just
there.
hearing this in my head, or am I actually being given any compunction to help them?
It's no. You think it's actual sound?
Okay. I will begin stalking forward towards them.
Yeah, they're not moving. So you're getting up towards them.
I would like to bash one of them in the head with the butt of my gun.
They will say before you get there, us are weak and the door are beyond our capacities. Us require us, and they keep speaking like that. And then you bash them in the head.
I actually miss.
They will move backwards. Us require assistance.
The next swing, on the other hand.
Yeah. How much damage
Was
does
a
that
ruse.
You tell me.
do? It's a. Oh, if you're using like a club in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's not really unarmed, but I don't care that much.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you rather me roll melee?
It would be
That was
melee if you're actually using the rifle, but still a hit. So that would be. Let's see now. I think it's like a more. Where did it go?
Let's say it's at least a D4 plus 2.
Yeah,
so with or
it's
without
gonna
my
be more
strength
than that.
+2.
I just don't remember the combat rating for a club, if you will, because it's going to be a club type of
Blow?
That didn't. There we go. Melee weapons. D6
Is that with or without my additional +2 for strength?
without, so a D6 plus 2. Bang! It just falls right over. The other one is moving away from you at this point. Us require assistance. It tries to get up, but you can easily just bash it in again, and it stops moving.
Do you want to roll for the second bash?
No, you don't have to. It's just
Okay.
lying there.
Okay.
O'Shea, you keep running across the plains. Running. You don't know how long you've been running. Minutes cease to have meaning for you. But somewhere far away in the distance, you can in fact see the dark shapes of helicopters coming this way.
She doesn't want anything more to do with spooks. She's gonna try and look for someplace to hide.
A shrubbery, anything, just flat down on the
Yeah.
grass, whatever.
Yeah, something.
Feel free to roll a stealth roll.
Nope.
Just lights a
No.
signal flare trying to find a spot.
It wasn't a fumble. Yeah, you're trying to find some spot out there, but being in the state of mind that you are, you don't think of the simple thing of just throwing yourself flat on the ground. You don't find any cover anywhere. You run this way, you run that way. Where are the bushes? And soon enough, one of the helicopters will in fact stop over you, hover there, and then a bunch of very heavily armed people jump out, rappel out, and just down on the ground now.
She's just on the ground,
Thump.
hands at the back of the head. Just no. She's no.
What is Price doing in all this?
Would Price have seen the helicopters as of yet?
Not yet,
Or is
no.
he too far away?
Yeah, he's too far away.
I'm gonna squeeze off a couple rounds at the remaining alien.
Go ahead. It is trying to move backwards towards the spaceship, but this time it's not enough. Roll lethality, please.
Apparently, it stepped into ideal range.
And
Oh,
wait, is it 15 or 10? You have yourself a... I believe it is 10%, which means that it actually doesn't do that much damage this time. You wing it. Let's see now, what was that? You have... I need this... I haven't played this with the screen for so long. That's the thing. Nope. Where are the weapons? I had it up a moment ago. Lethality. No. Ah, that's annoying. Is it 10 or 15? I think it's 10%. I can't even find it right now for some reason.
Hold on, let me. Is it M16, right?
Yeah. Find. There we go. Assault rifle is 10%, yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, you do 4 points of damage to it, basically. One of the arms just comes off. These are fragile things. It will keep trying to move away. You hear the voice meekly going, "Us require assistance." Then you shoot it again. And... now it's dead. The head just split right open, and it's down on the ground. What does Price do now, out of targets alone?
Does Price hear any noises coming from anywhere besides the roaring fire or anything?
No, he can see the shifting lights from that crystal that crashed, lawn darted in the graveyard. He can see the flames coming from the post exchange, which is now fully on flames. And that's it. Otherwise, everything is just eerily quiet.
Because I think it would be fun to introduce the idea of this just wandering serial killer, I think Price is just going to wander off into the desert.
That's an interesting idea. I like it.
Is Price going to bleed out, though, from those 3 gashes?
That could happen. That could happen. I'm not sure we will know the full tale of that.
Hold on. I want to check one thing.
Yeah.
I've still got over half of my hit points left.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad for you. You've lucked out so far.
the Nebraska Press became an old wives' tale and a horror story.
Price walks off into the night, unless he gets attacked by something. But what is more interesting in this case, I think, is O'Shea. You next thing you know, you are in the choppers. They're taking it. There's a bag over your head. You have no idea where you're going. You're going very far away from here.
Have fun in Eastern Europe.
You will.
Haha, you've been spooked.
You will have no sense of time and space. You've probably been out for a while, sleeping, or they have given you something to sleep.
Hey, what happened to Klein?
That's a good question. I'll get that to that.
You ran out of ammo at the gatehouse before Price starts hunting.
What happens to O'Shea is that she will find herself in a room that is brightly lit and be intensely interrogated by people in very protective clothing who will ask a lot of questions from a safe distance from her about what happened at the airbase that night. The people who approached the airbase in their choppers, they would of course have found the remains of everyone there, being involved in a very brief firefight with Klein that was exceedingly one-sided for Klein. He never made it. And of course, everything that happened at Platte Air Force Base becomes very, very classified. And the public will never know. O'Shea will be reassigned, let's just say, and be under very, very stern orders not to speak of any of this ever to anyone. She will probably be given a bit of counseling. You know, she's in a bit of a state. But
I mean, she didn't even see half the shit that ended up actually happening, though. That's the
true.
funny thing.
The witness statements from her compared to all the other thing will be fragmented, let's just say. Quite fragmented. And yeah, that's basically it. You will have very, very strong instructions, but they will give you an honorable discharge from the Air Force with full benefits and a fat compensation bonus of $25,000 after you sign the NDA.
All that matters to me is they'll never prove I stole all those cigarettes from the post-ex because someone burned it down for me.
This is very true.
That was my actual goal, was to burn it down and then potentially the officers club.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Delta Green. Some people run this as a starting scenario for a campaign where the survivors actually become recruited to Delta Green.
Survivors?
If there are any. In fact,
Would be more than happy to play Price again in Delta Green.
This was probably the bloodiest run I've had so far. No, maybe not. Half the people down is pretty normal. So yeah, fairly standard, I guess. One survivor, one
down,
absolute.
Half the PCs.
Yeah.
I killed 9 people.
Yeah, you would, once we do the bookkeeping afterwards, you would get some extra sanity losses for all those killings, because every time you kill someone defenseless, that's another sanity check, until you get adapted to violence, and then it doesn't matter anymore.
I think I'm adapted to violence.
Probably by now.
I mean,
By now.
1 out of 6 survival rate, is that normal? Like, everyone involved.
I mean,
I was
it
a
depends.
spanner in the works.
It depends on the scenario. If you run a scenario that is designed to be run at a convention, for instance, then yes, that's standard. When I run a campaign, I tend to tone it down a good bit because I want the agents to actually remember what happened the last time. And it's kind of fun to just see their sanity start out at, the 50s or 60s or 70s. And then when you've played a few case files, they're down to their 30s and 40s, and things are getting twitchy at home, and they have to try to explain to their significant other why they're so spooked from working on just, a narcotics case with the FBI or something. Those cartels, man.
It's never just a narcotics case.
Exactly.
No.
So
They never work transportation.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I run that part. But there are a couple of scenarios out there that are this level of bloody, which I do not include in my campaigns, because that's just mean and ends the campaign way too fast. I've played another one that is a one-shot and good intro called Artifact Zero. It is better for it. You can't finish it in a single sitting like this. You'll have to run it like 3 sessions or so to get, because it's more investigative. But it's also a TPK waiting to happen, and I don't know how you get out of that scenario without everyone dying sooner or later, possibly after the epilogue.
Kobayashi Maru.
Pretty much. But yes, this is a showcase of Delta Green. You were not actual Delta Green agents this time, but again, some people can use this to O'Shea could get that pitch of joining the shady organization. It's very intense on sanity loss, more so than most scenarios, I'll say that.
I could make a strong case that Price is now the perfect person to send up after Eldritch Horrors.
Jesus Christ, we have a old man Hendrickson in the works here.
Pretty much.
Just give him a duffel bag full of weapons, drop him on site, and either he kills it without losing his mind, or he loses his mind and he kills it.
Just tell them they stole his lawn gnomes.
Pretty much. All right. Audience, thanks for watching. This will come to YouTube, so if you're watching this after the stream, thanks for watching. And have a good night, dear audience. Players, if you want to hang around for a moment afterwards, that's fine.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Have a fine evening, our beautiful audience. Thank you guys for joining us, and we look forward to doing this stuff again, because honestly, this was a lot of fun. I kind of want to drag more people in for this.
I swear to God, I'm not.
And if you're ever...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. I think that's going to change what I might say a little.
I swear to God, I'm not this much of a sociopath in real life. Close, but not that much
That
of a
is a
sociopath.
bold-faced
shit.
lie.
And if you're ever driving down the lone Nebraska roads late at night and you see a man's silhouette, speed up and go the other way, because it might be Price.